Stuttering John has played many practical jokes on Baba Booey.
Let's see, the stealing of the Gary puppet.
Gary took the Gary puppet to an appearance. Lo and behold, Stuttering John stole it, and I had told Gary, don't you lose that puppet, because I love that puppet more than I love you.
Right, the puppet was pretty much new at the time, and
very popular.
You made it clear that you didn't want anything to happen to this puppet.
No, I didn't.
And now
John went and stole it, and Gary had a heart attack.
Has anybody seen the puppet anywhere?
And then John had a stockbroker call and say that I lost all my money.
Right, which was a real good one.
And then, you know, I was feeling like, remember I called you on Sunday and said it's time to do this joke? I went back and took some old E-tapes out. I watched the Learning Annex. Remember where that thing? Now, John didn't think of that, but you were pretty much done with me when John came in to explain to you how boring I was.
Yeah.
To prolong it another 20 minutes. John, could you do it?
I wouldn't want to do this. So.
Could you, though?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. I mean, look. What? I can't tell them that
He could bore people for 2 hours.
I can tell them how I used to drive a truck for wholesale tire.
Yeah.
The reason we didn't pull all that rap about him working at Fridays and stuff, it was so boring. We sat back there and we're going, you know, should we pull it? You know, we could pull it to show how boring it was, but we're like, oh, it's just too boring. Forget it.
Yeah, if it's boring, are people going to sit and listen to it?
Right. That whole rap from all his boring jobs is at least like 20 minutes to a half hour. It was just so boring.
And then I came in around 5:30, and the busboys were putting the plates on the tables. And then I watched as they made the coleslaw. It was quite fascinating. But I knew it wasn't for me. I had to move on.
So Gary said, I really want to get John. And Gary came to me, he says, I'm going to fire John. He goes, I know it's not funny, but I just
really want to fire him.
I want to fire him and watch that bastard squirm. I said, all right, I'm in. What do I got to do? He says, you just get on the air and say you're mad at John, which I did.
Effectively.
Hey, and you know what? While I was sick, I changed my opinion about a lot of people around here, particularly some of the interns. And I got news for you. I called Gary last night. There's a couple of people who've been doing things behind my back. I'm cleaning house around here as soon as I get healthy.
Stuff going on?
Gary's going to clean some house for me, and then I'm going to clean some house for myself. There's plenty of shenanigans going on when I'm not here.
Really?
Even when I'm here, there's shenanigans.
But I didn't do anything.
Well, you talked to Stuttering John.
For a change.
And that's all I'm going to say about it. So John was bumming out all the show yesterday after I said I was mad at him.
Right, yeah, because you put the final touches on it yesterday.
And John knows I actually am mad at him on some level.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
John's always conniving and scheming behind my back.
I'm not conniving, but that's why it was so effective, because I know that you've been upset with all this Howard Stern show crew and all.
So Gary hauls John in after the show. Gary has like a little 10-minute meeting with me to make like we had a discussion. And he calls John into the room.
Kathy calls me first and goes, Gary wants you to stay here before you leave because he needs to talk to you before you leave. So I'm like, oh no.
You knew something bad.
Yeah, I'm like,
but you didn't think you were going to get fired.
That's like the principal thing.
Well, I started getting the sweat. I'm sweating. I was freaking out.
But you didn't think you were going to be fired.
Well, yeah, I thought it was either that or just another another dose of another way of being reprimanded.
Well, you also said something yesterday about cleaning house. Gary was going to do some house cleaning.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah. So you fell for it too, Robin.
I didn't fall for anything.
Oh,
she was hoping it was real.
Real fire.
Yeah, great.
All right, so here we go. So Gary brings John into the room, and
Now this happened in the Jock Lounge because I kept seeing the door closed.
Yeah.
We had a hidden camera in those big speakers that we keep on the floor.
Oh.
And the premise was that John had some wacky book proposal going around in his name that had my name all over it. And I had caught wind of it, for real. And I got really pissed off about it. So Gary went in there to say, hey, it turns out that the book proposal showed its ugly again somewhere. And basically Gary was sent in by me to be fired because I didn't want to fire him. I didn't want to fire John myself. It would be too painful, so Gary was going to do it.
Gary's your hatchet man.
Right.
And Gary played it really well, because he was almost looked like he was going to cry too.
All right, well, here we go. He was upset for you.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
And Gary had said to me, listen, after I fire him, let's not tell him for a couple of days. So I said, you want to know something? I think John would be so bummed out that he might kill himself.
Right, yeah.
I could have.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Responsible for a death. I couldn't let that happen.
I said, don't let him leave. I mean, fire him, leave the room, and then come back in and tell him because he'll kill himself.
I would definitely have reached for that jar of Prozac.
Right. I didn't want to hear about the binge he went on for 3 days. And afterwards, Gary walked into the office proud as a peacock. I got him both. Well, it worked so good.
I work so hard, and there's always a chance that something can go wrong. He could see the camera, someone could spill it. You try to tell as few people as possible.
All right, here we go.
Well, I know Gary's been working up to this for weeks.
I know, bothering me.
I thought of this.
Calling me every day.
I thought of this the Friday before we went on Christmas vacation.
And by the way, it's not even creative. It's like, hey, I'm going to take John in a room and fire him.
I mean,
and watch him get upset.
No,
it's not creative at all.
It's not creative, but the setup has to be done right, and I did have to run the cable through the ceiling so the camera worked.
Right.
But the only thing is, like, what's next telling me I have cancer? It's the only thing that could be worse.
All right, well, we'll get to that. We got to figure out a funny way to do it.
Where does the cable have to be run?
Yeah. Up his butt. All right, here we go.
Shut the door. I'm wired, by the way.
Yeah. I know.
Sit down.
Is that you whispering? Like, sit down.
What's that all about? He's
What are you,
like De Niro.
Are you nervous or something?
Let me tell you something. This is so elaborate that I had Kathy come and put papers on every chair except for the one I wanted John to sit in.
Right.
Yeah, those boxes. No, that's why that
We
was.
put boxes on everything, so John could only sit in the one chair.
Right, because you had a camera.
We would get the best camera.
That was
angle.
smart.
Well, sit down and I'll tell you.
What I do.
So,
What I do.
Guilty.
Guilty already.
I guess, remember that whole thing that went on like at Christmas time?
You sound nervous yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's why I'm like, oh,
But that's
man.
great because Gary would have terrible time firing somebody.
I told him, I said,
Not really.
I don't know if we left it in at one point. I go, John, my heart's pounding. That's when he knew something was wrong.
When you called me about the book.
Yeah,
right?
I
About the whole book, and you said you weren't doing everything. My heart's pounding. Somehow it ended up on Buckwald's desk, right? This whole proposal, right? And I sat down with Howard, and I told him that. You know what I'm saying? I said, I called you about this a couple of months ago, but like Buckwald flipped over it. He flipped over it.
Buckwald's my agent.
Yeah.
So, Gary blamed it that Buckwald was flipping out, which is good. So Buckwald's flipping out. Howard then learned of it. He's flipping out. And John's panicking.
And Gary's heart's pounding.
Yeah. And Gary sounds like the one being fired.
When did it end up on Buckwald's desk?
Sometime last week.
How could that be?
I have no idea. But Buckwald flipped over it, and Howard flipped over it.
God, I have it on paper. I'm firing of that guy as soon as Christmas that thing happened.
I know.
He sounds like Cato Kaler.
Listen to him stutter.
Listen to him explaining himself.
At least
I don't know how
I fired that guy.
I have it on paper.
No one even knows what he's talking about. You never know what John's talking about. You never know what he's talking about.
All non sequiturs.
Right? And you had no idea what he was talking about.
I had a vague idea, but
Yeah, I got to hear that again.
I'm saying I fired the guy ever since that fiasco.
Yeah, well, that's not exactly clear. It's like, Hey, John, can you explain that to me?
I don't understand.
Listen to this.
How could that be?
Yeah, wait. Yeah, listen to this explanation again. But
I have no idea. But Buckwald flipped over it, and Howard flipped over it.
God, I have it on paper. I'm firing of that guy as soon as Christmas that thing happened.
I know.
I fired on paper.
I got fired.
He said he fired on paper.
He has keywords: fired, paper, Christmas.
I know.
and I just go, I know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No, you don't.
No one knows. You don't even know what he's saying.
Christmas happened.
Fire, Christmas, paper. I don't get it. Fire, Christmas happened. Soon as Christmas, that thing happened.
Fire.
That's what Cato does. Because you know what? That's Cato. Why do people want to slam this Cato into his screen? I'm watching TV, and I swear I'm never watching. I'm telling you.
Did you watch it again?
I happen to tune by it, and this Marsha Clark is angry.
Yes.
And the woman comes on, the commentator. She says, "Why is Marsha Clark angry? Why is she spending all this time with Cato Kaler?" I go, "You don't know why? What are you, stupid?"
Greta Van Susteren?
I don't know. One of them, or the Yenta from Fox. They're sitting there and let her get on with it. It's like, what are you talking about? This guy is telling you in the one breath that, OJ was a little upset.
And he's changing testimony.
Of course, he's obviously not being
forthcoming.
Like John.
The paper.
I mean, this is exactly what Kato Kalin says. The paper. The paper. I fired the paper. Well, I got to hear that again. This is too good.
And Howard flipped over it.
Yeah, I have it on paper. I'm firing of that guy as soon as Christmas that thing happened.
I know. And
I know.
I don't know if like Howard's trying to make an example or something, but I think that like that he's just sort of like, he told me he's going to come in and talk to you, but basically he told me like he's going to let you go. Although he said he'd still use you for interviews and stuff from time to time, but I think that I couldn't really say anything because I feel like my ass is on the line. You know, I'm treading on dangerous water myself, and I couldn't really say anything because
I'm treading on dangerous water myself.
He's barely as coherent as I am.
I know. It's two incoherent guys with a job.
What is Gary talking about?
It's like Gary has to fire you, but he's not clear why he's firing you, and you're not clear on what your answer is.
I think Howard's going to talk to you, and he's going to let you go, but he will use you on interviews occasionally.
But see, I knew that was a write-off. Like, right.
Yeah, that was just being nice.
Yeah, he'll never hear from you again.
Meanwhile, Gary's treading himself.
He's treading on thin water.
I'm treading, Wolf.
I'm skating on thin water.
I'm doing a dog paddle.
I'm skating on thin water.
Somehow that never sounds right when he uses those
He
words.
never gets them quite right.
He's always like, I'm treading on dangerous water.
But
he's always treading.
Isn't it treading on, what is it?
It's actually, you're skating on thin ice is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, and treading on what?
Where there's smoke, there's wall paint.
You're treading
on dangerous ground. Would that be it?
No. Treading on
thin water.
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Dangerous ground.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it.
It always sounds wrong.
Jerry always
I thought it was just treading water. You know, I'm treading water.
No.
I don't know what he's saying.
Well, hey, listen, I wouldn't attempt it if I didn't know.
As stupid as I am, your choice is bad.
Gary's treading. John's treading.
Fire Christmas paper.
Hassled me about the T-shirt and about what went on in Dallas and what went on in Atlantic City and stuff. And, you know, he just said, listen, I think John's a great guy, but it's just too much. He goes, it's just too much. He's out there doing December. But you know what it is? I think it's not the event. You know, it's not the book. It's everything that led up to it. And this is just like tips it off. And
tips it off.
You're right. You know, you're absolutely right. It's not.
Just tips it off. Gary is full of non sequiturs.
I'm just trying to make,
what are you trying to say there?
Mr. Cliche.
Tipped it over the edge is what I meant to say.
Oh. This just tips it off.
I'm skating on thin ice, and this just tips it off.
But I think that
I think he's trying to say
last call.
But we called him about that too.
But he was really unhappy about that the way that turned out. I just think that he feels like we're all like hanging on his name and stuff. Mm-hmm. I can't. I mean, I'm flipped out because you're like one of my best friends, and what can I say?
And I'm going to be sorry to see you go.
You know, I said, hey, give him one more chance. And I was like, one more chance. You know, he's like, listen, he goes, it's not only me.
Why don't you just fire the guy?
Yeah, why did you say you're going to come talk to him?
Everything Howard.
Well, because I'm not firing him.
But if you ever have to fire him, you fire him.
I will fire him.
No, don't blame Howard. I want him.
Let me ask you something. Why is he saying Howard's going to talk to John?
It's all coming up, Rob. Why don't you listen to the end?
Come on, give the guy a break.
I just wanted to know.
Because we're listening. Because at one point...
It's part of his way of revealing.
No. And at one point, Robin, be quiet.
I'm talking to Howard.
At one point, Howard was actually going to come and watch it on the monitor, and he thought he might come in.
Yeah, no, this was a setup. This was a setup.
All right.
And also, it keeps John hanging around. We didn't want him leaving.
Right.
It's Don. They just feel like it's almost like as if you're dangerous, that you can't be controlled. They feel like everybody, even me and you and Gorilla and everybody's out there doing stuff, and it's just bumming them out. And I know he said he would send you out on some interviews, possibly in the future. I mean, I think he's going to cool off about this. I don't know what'll happen, but I know tonight he's not going to send you out on that thing. I guess he's going to send Grillo. And he told me to get a hold of Vic.
Stuttering Vic.
Oh. That's the clincher.
I don't know what to say. I mean, what are you going to do?
No, man. 7 years I've been here. I don't know what the fuck to do.
It's his career. 7 years. 7 years.
7 years of my life.
Oh, man.
100%? You bought it 100%?
Yeah, he bought it 100%.
See, Gorilla told me before I went in, Johnny, maybe it's an April Fool's joke, but I said, nah, Howard wouldn't sit on the air and all that. This is definitely not an April Fool's joke.
Yes.
I tried. I tried to do everything.
You know what the problem is? I mean, I could smell it coming for one of us.
I could smell it.
I guess it's. I mean,
it's always smelling stuff.
Smell it coming because it was tipping it off.
In the water.
The water was
when
thin.
I was skating on thin ground.
On thin water.
It could have just as easily been me. Hold on a second. I know he wants to come down. I mean, he doesn't want this to be hard feelings, so he wants to come down, and he's gonna come down and just hang. You know, just like.
That's me faking that I'm dialing the phone to get him to come down.
Yeah, we're in the guest lounge. All right, cool. He's gonna come down. He just wants to, like, you know how Howard is. He doesn't like confrontation, but I think he appreciates what you've done over the years.
Not really.
I think he wants to, I think he just wants to give you a good send off.
What am I gonna do?
Well, listen. If I were you, I'd be cool, and just shake his hand. It'd be cool because you don't slam any doors. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna trash me in the air, and then
and at some point he's gonna have to say. At some point he's gonna have to discuss it, but I don't think he'll hammer you. I mean, he'll just say, "Hey, you know what? We did our time together, and it just became a part." I mean, one thing Howard's really cool about, he wouldn't trash you because he knows that you're gonna try to go out there and make a living and stuff and do something.
I don't know what the fuck, man.
Maybe you can hook up with Conan, get rid of that guy that's
Oh God, it's fucking.
All right. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I'd rather not work.
So now I leave.
Yeah.
Right, and then I come back and I tell him that you don't want to talk to him.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm sorry, man. Don't hold this against me.
No.
So I walked out and then I come right back.
Getting fired from a job he makes no money at.
And he's bummed.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to come down, but he's not going to come down. He said, but he's not mad,
I just don't have time to say goodbye.
Oh, man. I swear to God, I tried to do everything. I didn't want to do anything, at all. I mean, this.
Well, how are you? I mean, you're in pretty good shape, financially, right? I mean, I know you're in an apartment and stuff, but I mean, you're doing okay in the stock market and stuff.
Not really. After this fiasco, I don't even have. The only guy we have is Adam.
Right.
What do you say?
He said the only guy we have is Adam. We just had some trouble in the stock market.
Oh,
John and I
see.
earlier.
This is all perfect. Everything's going on here.
John just took a hint, so that's not working out for
even
him.
his stock market isn't working.
Yeah, and then my brother, I was with my brother all weekend. He was yelling at me for paying too much for an apartment. So it's like all just coming in my. I'm like, oh no.
Right. Like, now I really screwed up.
Right, but I mean,
the little money you had from this show is not even coming in.
And you still have the deal. You still have the other record deal, right? And you got the publishing deal and stuff. You still got all that stuff.
That's done now. That's just give you one advance.
But I mean, you're going to do another record, right?
I don't know. Depends on what Craig fucking
Right now he's not on the show.
But I'm telling him at least you got this, and he doesn't have any of it.
Yeah. So it turns out he has nothing.
But now, he's down to mumbling.
At this point, I'm in the fetal position.
Really?
Yeah. I'm curled up on the couch.
I can't wait to watch this on the E! Show.
Because I saw it out sitting up, and I slowly cowered.
I don't know, man. My clothes are rented, man. All of a sudden, the ugly truth comes out.
I don't have. It's not my own teeth.
It's all a pyramid scheme. It's all crumbling.
I don't know, man.
It's just, it's just, I really try. I try to do everything by the book. I went up to him. I talked to him. He told me don't do it. I called them. And they sent me some proposal. It was all that I told them not to do. I called them. I said, dude, this you can't do. Sent them a letter firing. I still have a letter firing the guy.
You still have the letter?
Yeah. And I don't know how this could have happened. I don't know how that could have got anywhere. I have a letter firing the guy. And then I called you that weekend. I told you what had happened.
Right. That was like Christmas
time. And I called Robin. Remember, she yelled at me.
She freaked out on you.
And then you talked to Howard, and then he said, "We'll talk." All right, and then.
What do you think Karen's gonna say? She's gonna be bummed out.
Goodbye. Goodbye. It's so long. I'm not your girlfriend anymore.
I go with the show.
Let's be with Grillo.
Yeah, I'm dating Grillo now.
I think your best bet is to sort of regroup, take it easy. I don't know what's going to go on in this, and I could tell you if I could give you 2 words of advice.
Uh-oh. Here comes his reveal.
Here comes a soliloquy. 2 words.
He's gonna now show him the camera. Right. You should have had him suffer more.
I know, but it was.
Yeah, he's not twisting enough.
He's twisting pretty good.
If I could give you 2 words of advice, don't brush, and then you get bad teeth, and someone else will hire you like they hire me.
So the camera's in the speaker, and I said, if I give you 2 words of advice, and I pull the speaker down so you can see the camera, and I say this.
I think the best 2 words I can give you is Gary Puppet.
Gary's so proud of that. He goes, Gary
I
Puppet.
know. It's like Mission Impossible.
Yeah, right. Like, hey, Gary Puppet, Wolf.
Gary Puppet.
I have 2 words of advice. Gary Puppet.
I have 2 words of advice. You can smell it coming.
You're a dick, man.
No, you're a dick. You're a dick because you got me fucking twice. And now you know what it feels like to be on the shit end.
Hey,
Planet,
you know what?
We're done.
Great joke.
We're
It's a great joke. I mean, I'm not going to hate you for the rest of your life like you hate me.
Come on back here. Come on. I've been planning this since Christmas, and I wasn't even gonna do this to you. And then, after you stole the puppet, I was thinking of a way to get back here. I wasn't even gonna do this to you, and then you did the thing where I lost all my money. Now,
What thing?
With the stockbroker. Sit down, man. And I didn't leave you hanging all week. We were going to leave you hanging for a day. Howard thought that was too cruel. So I let your entire misery lasted 10 and a half minutes.
No, my entire misery started around 9:30.
But okay, all right. My entire misery was an entire weekend long.
You were still like in shock, weren't you?
Yeah, I couldn't snap out of this.
You weren't
thing.
even sure if you were fired still.
Yeah, I was in like a cocoon.
All right.
Yeah, because it still doesn't sound happy.
No, not at all. Now I don't know
Just
whether
get
to
your job back. You don't even celebrate it.
I don't know whether to hate Gary or I don't know how to handle it.
Yeah. You don't know what to say. Because Gary immediately goes, okay, now we're even, and we're never playing practical jokes on each other again. And I know John's already planning his
He's
next
got
one.
something up his sleeve.
Well, I already got another one for John.
Because John came down with me yesterday and said, guess what I'm going to do? And he already told me his next one, and it's awful. It's
It was the one
terrible.
that I refrained from doing because I thought it would be too cruel.
Yeah.
Well, I got another one for you. I was going to get you with 2 since you got me with 2, but I let it be.
Right. He has another one planned on you, so.
An awesome one.
Yeah.
It's going to get to the point where they'll be shooting at each
Yeah,
other.
right. See, Gary hired a hitman to come kill you. But it's only a goof.
And then another whole day when I thought I lost all my money.
But it was Gary.
But what's wrong?
It was Jackie's idea to fuck with the fucking Gary Puppet.
But isn't this funny?
It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's perfect.
And then what? Is that it? Are we done? Or now you got to get me back?
No, I mean, my next one's going to be on Scotty. You already know.
Okay, but you done with me now?
Is that right? You got one on Scott coming up?
Yeah.
The cruelest of all.
Really? Shh, don't say it. I want to hear it.
Of course, he won't be looking for it now.
You know, it'll be
wouldn't
funny,
matter.
though. What's funny to me is Scott will have to dub it off, whatever.
Yeah. Scott will have to make a copy of it so it'll be ready for the air.
Fast.
That's pretty funny, John.
Yeah.
Especially your explanation to Gary.
A Christmas paper on fire.
Now, John, if it's
Fine,
five,
this happens.
if it's 5 practical jokes to 1, why would you be planning another one?
Because that's what he does.
Well, no, on the tape, on the tape, I said, I go, well, if Howard wants me to stop doing them, I'll stop doing them.
Oh yeah, like Howard's feeding you the ideas.
No, but
You get an idea.
Do what
go to
you want to
Howard.
do. I don't care.
They just occurred naturally to John.
No, John gets an idea and he goes to Howard. Howard goes, yeah, do whatever you want.
I don't even want to know about it.
John,
Just do it.
John takes that as if Howard's giving him the money and funding him.
Yeah. Well, you guys work that out.
Gary, did it go as good as you expected?
It did, but you know what? It doesn't feel as good because he's pretty bummed out.
John, are you relieved?
Yeah, in fact, yeah. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it was a great joke. Gorilla called it.
How did it make you feel though, when you were in there?
I don't want to ruin that fucking joke. No, but you didn't know about it, did you?
No.
So then what the fuck? You're so paranoid.
Yeah.
Gorilla said to me, John, it's, you know what day it is? And I said, when? He goes, April Fool's Day is coming up. I said, yeah, but Howard said on the air, I didn't think it was an April Fool's joke, man.
How did it make you feel when, Gary was telling you
I
that?
felt like I was like, I leave my family, leaving like a part of, and if I'm ever gonna leave here, I don't want to leave I don't want to get fired. Gary did great. Really great.
His best acting yet.
His best acting yet. That was brilliant. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I was just complimenting you on your acting. Hey, I could take a joke. It's a sign of a good practical joke. You could take it being thrown at him.
Is there any going to be sort of revenge back at him?
I'd like to get Howard actually next, but that's not allowed.
He might actually get fired.
Exactly.
During the commercials, a fight broke out between John and Gary, and we had all the coverage, but unfortunately,
you weren't here.
A lot of our stations were in commercial break. Those of you in New York who got to hear it probably enjoyed it.
Maybe we can run that back for you at some point.
Yeah, let's, Scott, get that back because people missed it.
Try putting a show together. Why don't you be some help?
Oh, you know,
you do nothing.
Take it easy.
John, just stop that.
It's not me. He's
John,
laughing too. I mean,
you do anything to help me. Stop it. Stop it.
It's just so like.
All you do is sit in here.
He was
and
saying
you don't
he
do
doesn't
anything to
care.
help. All you do is tear it down, and then you go home and you don't do a goddamn thing.
He was the one. I mean, you look at me.
Because
Howard was laughing, so I.
And then you sit here and then shut up.
I mean, you just
shut up. Do some work and shut up.
You got to pick on. It's amazing.
Because you don't do anything. You don't help in any way.
Everything you ask me to do.
Yeah, like you know what?
Yeah.
Howard, I'm going to tell you something. All right, now we're on the air.
Tell me.
Okay, I gave John some work to do on Monday. On Friday, call 5 or 6 people. Yesterday, I see Jason doing it. Doing John's work.
Excuse me. I called all the people he asked. One of them wasn't there. And I said, Gary, after I leave, what should I do? And he said, tell Jason to freaking
That was on Friday. On Monday, you should have followed up on it yourself. Why is it? I already have work for him to do. I have work for him to do.
You just can't kid around. I mean, it's like
no.
Howard's kidding around. I'm laughing.
Howard's in charge. You don't.
Yeah, but Howard was kidding around, so I laughed at him.
No, you laugh at me and you jump on and you get in the way of everything.
Because he said he doesn't care. That's why I laughed.
I know, but I'm trying to have a discussion with him.
That's not why you laughed.
It's not.
That's not why you laughed.
All right, so why'd I laugh?
You laugh because I was saying to Gary, you make the decisions or present me with a bunch of decisions.
And you're mocking me.
And you mock him during it.
That's right.
No,
you stand there and mock
me. Be honest.
Well, I laughed, but you weren't laughing?
I wasn't laughing. I was laughing at you because you're sitting there giggling
Exactly.
at Gary.
You stand there like the court jester. No, it's true.
All right, whatever.
No, you don't see yourself.
All right.
John's like, oh, okay.
It's fine,
I can even go into this idiot's head now. He's going to go, no, I get Howard. You don't want to get Gary upset, so you're just saying.
No, I'm being
but the
serious.
truth is, John, you sit there and you mock me.
I wasn't mocking you.
What were you doing then?
Because the conversation prior to that, but I don't even want to say what Howard had said before that. So then
you were still laughing at that.
That was what set it up, up until there. But I'm not going to say what.
I'll tell you what I said.
What?
Gary came in and said, wow, we had great ratings here.
I said that.
Yeah, all right, great ratings in this town, this town, this town, this town, and this town. And I said, I don't even care.
Yeah, so he said he didn't care.
And you said, oh, you're at the point that you don't care. I go, I don't care.
Yeah, all right. So then you bring over the map, right? And then Howard goes, I don't care. Just make the decision.
Let me ask you a question.
So I'm laughing.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
What?
I put down a floor plan of Vegas, right? I got some problems. Are you helping me?
But it seems like you know the solution.
Are you helping me?
It seems like
are you
there?
Are you standing here to help?
What Howard says.
Answer
Gary
the question.
Has the solution.
Are you here to help me or get in my way? Right
Always
now?
help you.
No, you're not. How do you help me? How do you help me?
Gary,
give me 3 examples of how you help me.
Kidding around, so I didn't think that you.
All right, let me go on. All right.
Don't help me.
Do anything you want.
Here, mock me.
I love that.
You know what's funny to me?
The music.
Looking at your face. No, looking at your face when they start fighting, you are in heaven.
I'm smiling.
Yes, you got the biggest smile on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Do you know how much I hate that you make me do that? Not that you don't make me, but that you capture that.
What can I do?
I know. It's good for the show.
You were right. John was screwing you up. Gary had some problems with the floor plan in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he says, Gary has a weird way of presenting things to me, though. He goes to me, well, what do you want to do if we have too many guests at the blackjack table? Where do you want to put them? And I go, Gary, am I a set designer?
How do you know?
Present me with some options, and I'll tell you what I like. Then all of a sudden, he presents me with 4 options that they already worked out. I go, that's what I'm presented that way. Say, here's 4 options you can do when you have too many guests. So he always does that to me.
And John's snickering over in the
So
corner.
John's laughing.
That's why I'm laughing, though.
And he gets, well, you don't need to be laughing.
But I'm laughing at you.
No, you're not.
Gary thinks I'm laughing at him.
You are.
Well, no, you're laughing at my reaction to Gary.
Yeah, well.
And it's not helping.
Okay, but it's fun.
And Howard's laughing. You think Howard's laughing at me? Howard's laughing at you laughing at me.
Right. You're getting me going.
All right, but I'm laughing at you.
So I said to Scott DePace, if you have all of these solutions, come in and tell me the solutions, and I'll pick one. So then I pick one. Gary goes, you're not going to like that.
I don't think you're gonna, I really don't think.
So I said, then you pick the solution if you know.
But I don't want to get out there and then say, Gary, I don't like the solution. I want you to be part of it.
I want you.
Okay,
you
so I
seem
got
to
it.
know.
It's done. I got it.
That's all. Don't bother me with that nonsense.
And that was the conversation that I thought was amusing.
Yeah, but you can't sit there.
You can't sit there and laugh at your boss like that.
It's not about
Not
laughing
at
at
my
your
boss.
No,
Yes, it is.
You know what? It's not about that I'm his boss. He's laughing at me. It's that we have 7 minutes to cover stuff, and I just find that when I'm trying to
get you to answer stuff, John's laughing takes your attention away from what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Hey, Howard.
Then I won't laugh.
Yes, Casey.
Howard, that is the biggest pet peeve I have about John. It's just that you are such a ball breaker. I mean, he's trying to get stuff done, and you just sit there and you just laugh. And
Spoken from a true guy, a true child molester over here.
Oh, that's something different. But
Yes.
no, but dude,
That's something different.
No. If you're just
I'm
trying
a ball
to,
buster 'cause
you
you
got
and I break my balls.
If he's molesting children, it's in his off hour.
Yeah.
Look, we got like there's like 6 minutes to get stuff done, and you're in here just goofing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny.
Howard makes me laugh sometimes, and I laugh. And I think that we know what we're laughing about.
No.
He's got a private
There's no
joke
we.
going with you.
All right.
I look up. Gary's talking to me. I'm seeing the absurdity of a situation, but if I look up and see you laughing at it, of course I'm going to laugh.
Sometimes Gary screws up on some of the factual.
Okay, and you're right.
He does.
Okay,
but wait a second.
Then I giggle. I do.
But you're not there to.
Why?
Right. You are my personal. You follow me to point out my every flaw, and I don't need that kind of help here.
I understand, but I'm not. It is not out of hate.
No. I'm not sure. It's out of some sort of weird anger. I'm not sure if it's hate.
It's not. It's not at all. I like.
I think if you goof on me, it makes you somehow feel better about yourself. I really do.
Well, I think we're all guilty of that, but I mean that's not really the case with you. I like it. They just take it up to the fry as we had lunch.
I don't think you dislike me. I don't think you dislike me, but you do sandbag me in here.
John always goes.
Why you like Gary is you enjoy goofing on him.
Oh, come on.
And there's always a weird dynamic.
Is that why you like Gary?
I like Gary because he does a good job.
Okay, wait a second.
I don't particularly like Gary.
Wait a second. What are you waiting a second for?
I like his job that he does for me.
You don't
not interested in him. I'm not interested in him as a person.
But see, I am.
I care less.
But I am. I like.
No, you're into hanging around me and getting on my good side by goofing on everyone.
Thank you.
And you think you're showing me that you're so much brighter than everyone.
No, it's not. I like.
He's
Listen,
with you.
I do like to goof on people.
With you in these.
I do like to goof on people, but it has nothing to do with you.
And
Yes,
you,
it does.
you
Okay.
mushmouth. Let me tell you something else. If I didn't have Gary, I wouldn't understand a word you said. Gary interprets everything John says.
He is a good interpreter.
He is. John comes in, he goes, I got to tell you something. I go, what is it? And I go, Gary, I don't know what this guy's saying.
Now that's funny.
But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You goof on Gary.
It's
Yes,
fine.
I do.
All right. Do you like Gary? Really?
No.
All right. Well, then.
He hadn't
all right.
thought
Well, then
about
it's
it
different.
until
I
now.
like Gary, and
So that
I
makes
think
the
he does a
goofing
good
better?
job. I don't particularly like him.
Wait, John.
What's to like about him?
Saying you don't like him?
this isn't bothering you at all.
I don't hate him. I don't have any feeling about him.
Because you know what?
Come on, after all this time,
I gotta
you've
tell you
never
something.
developed one feeling for the guy?
I feel he does a good job.
I
Wait a
respect
second.
him.
You mean
Who likes
But wait a
Gary?
minute. Hold it.
I mean,
it
who
would
really-
just naturally happen that you would
Name anyone who hangs around
have
with Gary.
a certain amount of affection or something.
I care about him as another human being,
Well, that's something.
but I don't like him.
But Howard,
I don't hate him.
Howard, do you think it makes it? Do you think that
No.
it's easier for John to say he goofs on me because he likes me?
Do I like that chair over there?
No.
I mean, it's a nice chair, but I don't have a relationship with it. Gary is my producer. He comes in, he does a good job, and that's why he's here. I don't have to like the
Do
guy.
you like me better than the chair?
I feel the way about you that I feel about the chair.
Oh,
you like
how
Casey?
dare
You both serve a function.
Howard, who do you like better? Do you like John or Gary better?
John.
Who do you like better for working here?
Gary.
That's all I need.
Oh, wait
I
a
would
second.
fire John in
Wait
a second. I
I
wouldn't
wasn't
fire
out-
Gary.
I wasn't out late last night doing interviews. I mean, what?
Oh, please, John. Once in a life. I mean, it's got to be.
I always want to do one.
And a lifetime
you're right.
experience now.
Ask the E guys. I say, let's do them.
No, I'd fire you in a minute.
Oh, all right.
But Gary, I need to do the job.
Oh, okay.
I like how Gary performs his job. I don't like Gary. Just
Good
50
Lord.
guys I like better than Gary if I was going to hire a friend.
You certainly are a morale booster.
You know what? I don't.
I'm complimenting the guy.
I don't,
better Casey or
Robert, I don't
Gary?
care. I need him to like my job. That's all I care about.
You do a
But
good
you
job.
couldn't like him because he does a good job.
Why would I like him? What is there to like about him?
Oh, my God. I'm not going to analyze what is there to like about
You
Gary.
tell me what you like about
You spend a lot of time talking to Gary. You'd think you
About
found
work.
something to like
I don't
by
ever.
now.
Do we ever socialize?
Not anymore.
Right. Exactly.
No, I'm not saying, but you're here in the workplace. Sometimes you have a conversation that's not work related, don't you?
No.
Oh.
Not really, no. Why would I talk to him?
That's cruel.
But it's not cruel. It's the truth. He loves the truth.
I don't mind this.
He can't handle the truth.
I don't mind this at all. I just want to.
I like how the guy works.
If Howard thinks I do a good job,
He's
that's
more
all I
valuable.
need.
Okay, that's
I
good,
tell you
that's
what,
good.
I prefer not liking him. I don't want to get bogged down with nonsense.
But the deal is, you don't dislike me, correct?
You do like him. I can tell when you
I
like him.
told you I like you
love
the
Gary.
same
No, he
way I
likes
like a
you,
chair.
You don't dislike me.
I don't dislike
No,
you.
he likes you.
I don't dislike the
because
chair.
He feels your pain. He gets very concerned when he feels that you're being
wronged.
Yes, absolutely. I can tell he likes you. Then.
No, it's not a lie. I need him to work.
Oh, stop!
I need him uninterrupted, and you don't interrupt him.
I won't. Do you
I'll fire you.
Do you like KC?
Do I like him? Yeah, I like KC.
Oh.
Yeah, I like KC.
So who do you like better, KC or Gary?
KC.
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
But I'd fire KC in a minute. I love Gary's work. See, there's a difference, and that's more important.
You have trouble saying you love Gary.
I don't love Gary. I don't like Gary.
Oh, you.
I don't feel anything about Gary except I love his work.
Who do you like better, Artie or Gary?
Artie.
Everyone loves Artie.
I want to hang out with Artie. Artie's my friend.
Wait a minute, I got it. Fred or Gary?
Oh, I like Fred.
Wait a second. You don't socialize with Fred.
No, I don't really have.
He likes me, John.
But I like him as a person. He doesn't bother me.
There's a history, John, you don't know anything about.
Freddie, I like you too. I don't understand why he would like you in a car.
Here's my point.
You don't understand
If
half
I
the
was on a
questions
boat
Fred.
and Gary and a chair were on there, and I had to throw one off,
You need a chair.
I need a chair to sit on. I don't need Gary as a friend.
Who do you like, Gary, better than which guys around here?
You mean like?
Oh, wait a
Gary?
second. I got one for you.
I don't hate Gary. I just don't think about
Who
it.
do you like better, Gary or Benji?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I like you better.
Yes.
How
about Gary or Scott
Finally.
the Pace?
Benji's vile.
Gary or Scott the Pace?
I like Scott the Pace.
Wait a minute, Gary or Scott the engineer?
Oh, Gary.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like Scott the engineer. It's a downer. So Gary and John, I'm not going to spend all morning on this, but Gary and John went to the Bahamas for an appearance this weekend. And then there was like, Gary didn't want to go in the worst way because he knew John would be following him around. And Gary came in this morning and said, you know what? I had a great time with John in the Bahamas, but I'm sure, I said, Gary, your impression is you guys had a great time. John took notes.
Howard, it was a healing weekend. We got along great. I ended up leaving on Sunday, loving John more than ever. So now, John, go.
Ruin it.
No. I don't have any stories.
Yeah, so Gary told me some stories.
Yeah, he has more about me than I have about him.
Yeah, first of all, this makes me furious.
What?
So John gets to the airport. He forgets his passport, and his wife has to has to drive down to.
I didn't forget it. I didn't think you needed one.
Well, what's the difference? I mean, how do you not know that the Bahamas is not part of this country?
There was a time where you didn't have to have one when you went to the Bahamas.
No,
what
never.
time was
you
that?
You always had to have proof of citizenship to go to the Bahamas.
You could have had a birth certificate.
Well, I had my driver's license.
That's not proof of
why are you so stupid?
Citizenship.
See, I would have been furious. I mean, I just would have taken
it. To be honest,
I got to tell you something. The night before we left, my wife goes, "Do we need our passports?" And I go, "Probably not." In the meantime, I didn't even look at the paperwork.
Did you have your passport?
I had.
Yeah, so you had it,
but it was lucky I had it.
Listen,
I was more surprised by the fact that John.
Look at the paperwork?
I was more surprised by the fact that John could make a phone call and Susanna could be there that quick.
But she's used to him needing something.
But this is, you see, it's one thing if John forgot his passport. You see, this is what I got to explain to people. It's one thing if John forgot something one time. It's a whole persona. It's
always this way.
He's always ill prepared. He goes down to the Bahamas, takes $200 with him, and what happens? They go to the gambling table. John's in the hole, $600. He's borrowing money from Gary.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it would just. Wait
a minute. He has no credit cards on him.
Listen to this. He's out. He brings $200. He treats Gary to dinner and Mary to dinner. Very nice. Very nice. So God knows what money he has left. Then he goes to hit the tables. He's playing blackjack. He's losing. He gets two sixes. He splits sixes against a four showing on the house.
Well, wouldn't you do that?
Then he gets it.
fine if you have the money to back it up. When you split, you got to put up more money.
Right.
Then he gets dealt another 6. He splits, and then he gets a 10, so he has to double down.
So he's got 4 hands going.
4 hands going,
So
no money. So he turns to the guy at the end of the table.
No, Gary.
No, hold on.
No.
The first 25, he said, Gary, let me 25. So I had it, which was all I had left because Mary was holding my money and she went to the bathroom.
Right.
So I gave him that 25. Then when it came time to double down, he needs another 25. So he's looking.
Who
around
would have
the table.
known? I would have had 4 6s.
So the guy at the end of the table gives John the 25.
I had $50 on each
So
hand.
now he's borrowing money from the guy.
Total strangers.
Yeah, from total strangers, from the guy at the end of the table.
Gary said he would have.
And if he loses, Gary's got to pay.
Right.
Yeah.
So when he lost on all 4 hands, which was a brutal beating.
Oh my God.
I lost about $200 in one hand.
So then when Mary comes back from the bathroom, he says, give me 25. Mary hands him the 25 so he can hand it to the guy at the end of the table.
Did I not pay you back?
He did.
No, but the point is,
who would have known you would have had 4
Who wants
6s?
to be around your pressure of not having money? He's borrowing money. At one point,
Why
he
are
borrowed.
you gambling?
At one point, he borrowed $10 from some stranger, and he only had $5. He gives him the 5. The guy got tired of waiting.
I gave him the 5. John went to the ATM.
I was at the ATM to get more money.
He went to go get more money. It was taking too long, so I gave the guy a 5, which was all
That's
I had.
when I split 8s.
And then the guy went into John's pack of cigarettes, and he took 2 cigarettes and said, tell him we're even.
No, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Jeez.
You know.
Always with the money. Never has any.
I'll tell you where John was brilliant this weekend. So, it's the Bally big dinner and everything. So they bring us there. We're sitting at the table, and it's the guy that brought us down there, whose name is John, and it's the CEO of the company sitting next to Stuttering John. Stuttering John starts telling him all these goofy lies about the other guy. And it's a joke, but it's still freaking the other guy. He's like, did you know that John was in rehab for cocaine? Did you know John got fired from a job for using the N-word? And just going on and on. And John is sweating profusely because he can't really hear what Stuttering John's saying to the CEO of the company. It was great. It was so funny.
All I know is they went to the Bahamas, and now John is so browbeaten by Gary, he won't report back what went on.
No, you can say what you want. We didn't see each other all day Saturday. We didn't see each other till 7 o'clock on Saturday.
Right.
I mean, we had a good time. I felt bad about all the breath jokes, and so I bought him and Mary dinner.
Which I said he didn't have to. He insisted. I said it's not that big a deal.
Did you give him a ride down to the airport? Or you just
no, give him a ride.
Yeah, but I mean, in the car, his breath did still smell bad. But
and then twice during the weekend, John told me it didn't smell anymore
because he's taking these like
a Breath Assure type pill for your stomach,
and he's taking it like every 10 minutes.
He's going to be addicted to Breath Assure.
He's putting it in.
I'm doing $500 a month.
Wow.
And him and Mary, and I love hanging out with Mary. I mean.
Yeah, she's his cohort, not mine.
See, I mean, me and Mary have this thing going. Like, she'll give me a look when she's goofing on Gary.
Well, that ain't cool.
No, it's funny.
But dude, what is she goofing on Gary for? That's his wife.
It's just...
I resent her a little bit.
No.
I've seen her do the eye roll and give Gary a hard time. I don't like it.
I don't either. What do you think of that?
There were a couple things where they were arguing about, which we can't talk about what you were arguing about. But
why not?
It was so enjoyable.
I don't want to discuss. It's. I'll tell you later, and you'll understand. There's a lot of.
It was so enjoyable. It was about family stuff. And Mary was having me rolling, and Gary, you could see beads of sweat were rolling up.
But shouldn't she be your ally, Gary?
That's what I thought we agreed on when that priest was talking to us.
Right. What happened? Yeah, he ain't paying the bills for her.
And I did miss, Gary went on this huge slide at the Atlantis, and that's the one thing that I am so mad that I missed.
Did you see him in his bathing suit?
No. And I went down to look for him. That was the one thing I was going to report on, Gary's body.
No.
And I couldn't find them on the beach or the pool. I was trying to find them for like half an hour.
They have this amazing slide that goes down.
I know. I've been to the Atlantis.
But can I just tell you what the lady said to me when I left the Atlantis?
This is the best.
I thought it was the most insulting thing anyone's ever said to me.
This is good.
We're huge down there in the Bahamas. The E-show is huge.
Right.
So everybody that lives down there knows us. So we check in, and I meet this woman. She's a big fan of the show. She meets John. She's so excited. So now we're checking out. I get the same woman. So she says, did you enjoy your stay? And I said, yes, I did. She goes, you have to come back again. And when you come back, bring the teeth. And I said, what teeth? And she said, the ones you wear on television. And I said, what? I said, I got to tell you, these are them. And she got really embarrassed. She realized she said something. She goes, well, they look different on television.
Oh, man. Wow. That's so funny. Bring the teeth.
Bring the teeth.
Those goofy teeth you wear on TV to be funny. I love that you're Jerry Lewis.
I love that she pictures you in like a makeup chair every morning getting
teeth applied.
We apply teeth to him. That's good.
Well, TV adds 10 pounds to your teeth.
That was the other thing. The other thing was at the dinner. I had to get up. John and I had to get up and talk. So I get up and I talk about the relationship with Bally and the show and everything. And then John gets
you
up.
guys had to make speeches?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. It was like the last minute they tell them.
And John gets up and just has 5 minutes of jokes about me while I'm standing there.
Right. Great.
Well, I told them the Gary Enema story at their Bally's on 50th Street.
Which really bummed me. I was like,
Were people laughing?
Yeah, I said, who's here from the 50th Street Valleys? And the whole table raised their hands. I go, Gary, he's the enema. I go, there's some blood on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me just say that Gary took an enema.
That's what it was like.
So what'd you do? Like 5 minutes? You just get up and say, what a nice thing Bally
He
is?
just did jokes about me. I talked about Bally.
Does anybody here have $10?
What do you say?
Gary had this whole. It seemed like it was like a prepared CEO speech.
Yeah.
Right?
I just talked about that the relationship was good, that they become part of the fabric of the show because they advertise so much, and when people think about losing weight, they now they say, why don't you send John to Bally's?
Boy, I tell you what, I don't have to do those things because I can't get up in front of groups and talk. I hate it.
Fabric of the show. That was good.
I would never say fabric of the show.
That's not in your repertoire.
I would need prepared comments. I hate getting up in front of people and talking. I don't like to look at them. I don't want to look at them looking at me. I get like really weird about it, and I'm like, I don't want them looking at me, judging me.
But see, John and I have this whole thing that we do with each other now.
I'd be like, hello, I hate all of you. Leave me the F alone.
Well, it was great because Stuttering John had no idea what he was going to do.
Yeah.
So John and I have this thing. We're always like throwing little digs at each other. So John said to me before we got up there, he goes, I don't know what to do. They want me to tell some comment. I don't know what we're going to do. So, of course, I do my rap, and I get applause, and I go, now here he is, an incredibly funny man, one of the funniest guys I know, Stuttering John.
Oh, that put him on the line.
Yeah, but I delivered. Come on.
He goes, what are you doing?
I'm not funny.
And then he was funny.
Does anybody here have $10?
Well, it was funny.
That's funny.
He told 15 Gary jokes.
Guess how much Gary makes?
What'd you say?
Oh, wait, let me. He goes, if you listen to the show, Gary said that he used to do coke. I heard that when you do coke, you grind your teeth. What happened to Gary?
I said, Gary's the only guy whose tooth fairy showed up with a wheelbarrow.
Right.
Where were you coming up with these?
I always do these.
This is his act.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's his act. Gary material.
Oh, this is a portion of your act.
Yeah, I just said a bunch of jokes for my act, and then I left.
Tooth Fairy showed up with a wheelbarrow? Yeah. That's pretty good.
John has a half an hour on Gary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He does a rap about how I'm the hall monitor here. That whenever he comes in late, I go to Howard, and then he does the voice.
John's late again.
And then what's the punchline of that joke? I can't remember.
I don't know. I just said a few Gary jokes, and then I just moved on.
You don't know the punchline of your own joke?
That is. I mean, I did. They're all together. There's a whole section of Gary, so they all flow.
I think I want to hear it.
Well, I don't want to do it now, but I mean, it's all those jokes all together in one stream of Gary jokes.
You know what's funny? I remember seeing him doing it in his act and thinking it was about a minute long, and then the other night it just kept going on and on. I'm going, well, he must have put new stuff in.
He added to it. He's got new material.
Amazing.
Wow.
And then John leaves like his Heineken can on the podium, and the CEO comes up. He's like, "Who left this here?" He's like Pigpen. He's a riot.
But at a corporate event, you were doing cocaine jokes?
Oh, yeah.
And enema jokes? It's like, I've done corporate events. They shut your mic off if you say like crap or something.
Did you guys get hammered?
Yeah, pretty good. I had about 10 or 11 beers. And we went to then we capped off the evening by going to the bar to watch the Yankee game that John put $100 down on to win $62.50.
Oh.
That they lost 4-3.
Yeah, they lost.
Oh.
Yeah, it was horrible.
That was the last.
So you won nothing.
I lost. I think at the total after how much I got paid, I think I'm down about $200 from the whole trip.
Wow. So you made no money.
Oh, after getting paid, you're down money?
Yes.
No, actually, I think I'm up. Howard, the amount of money I made this weekend, it was just.
You lost more than 600.
Well, I mean, if you include taking Gary out to dinner, I tipped the limo driver.
Don't forget the $100 for the cab because it was like $30 to get to LaGuardia. Then John tipped him, and then of course they had to bring Susanna back to New York.
So what's the point of all this?
Well, I mean,
okay, you got to go to the Bahamas.
He didn't expect to lose $600.
I didn't think it was going to be that bad of a. I didn't think I was going to lose that much money.
No.
And he didn't expect the cab ride. When he had to get his passport, that was extra money he didn't expect.
Yeah, that was $100.
Oh, I thought you guys get a couple of grand for these.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Yeah, he's exaggerating, but He by the time he got done with his losses and stuff,
But then it was $100 for my room, which because I drank a lot of the.
You had to pay for your own room?
No, the incidentals.
The room service.
Bally's doesn't pick that up?
No, they offered to pick that up, John.
They offered you.
No, they offered for both.
After John's speech, we decided he'll be paying for his incidentals.
Really?
The enema joke.
Man, what's the point of going if you're not gonna?
Well,
that's
the
one
way
thing about
he
Gary.
works out his life, it's never gonna pay.
Gary loves traveling hard. Like I hate traveling.
Here's the deal.
Gary loves going to places.
No, here's the deal.
They love traveling. These two.
I'm doing like Saturday. I'm doing a Bally gig in Philly, right? Probably like my 12th appearance for them this year. So, it's goodwill.
Don't you know why Gary loves traveling? When I was having troubles, I don't want to get into it. I used to go to California. But I love the plane. When he gets first of all, he goes home. He has to babysit. He has to do all the chores. He gets on a plane and goes away. He's got a free weekend.
It's carefree.
Of course, he loves to travel.
I can tell you though, I really, really, really dislike the traveling now. And the other thing is,
I don't believe you.
I do.
Because at least you get to go on a plane and read a book and relax.
I love to watch Gary and Mary argue over the sunglasses. That was like the best.
Sunglasses.
That was the best fight.
You know what? It was cloudy. On top of it, was cloudy all weekend. So I gave her my sunglasses on Saturday. I said, "Put these in your pocketbook, right?" Then I forget about it. She forgets it's cloudy the whole day. So now we're getting into the car to leave, and I'm looking for my sunglasses. And I go, "You got my sunglasses? You had them in your pocketbook?" No, I don't. You do. I do not. You always say that I give you things. I'm like, you have them. I'm telling you. They're not.
Can't she just look?
She looked. She couldn't find them.
And they were in there.
No, and then she looked again, and they were in there.
What does that mean?
It just, it's just. I'm always wrong. I'm a bad boy.
Wow.
But you know how when you watch a married couple fight.
Yeah. Well, that's why he likes traveling. Gets to go away for the weekend, read, relax.
Airports are brutal.
But he was up at 8 every morning on the water slide and
on the water slide.
Out at the.
No, the first morning we got up at 8:30.
The spa, him and Mary go. They were all together. I slept till 2:30 in the afternoon.
I
know. That's vacation to me. You sleep late.
Yeah. What are you up at 8:30 for the water slide?
I wasn't up for the water slide. I woke up at 8:30. We didn't go outside till noon.
Well, I would have loved to see the visual. Gary's big teeth on that slide.
There's the John we all know and love.
Water, giving him like a water pick.
Goodness.
That's why I can't believe I missed that. In his trunks.
You slept till 2:30.
Yeah, I slept till 2:30.
Like a teenager. Gary up there early, man, taking advantage of all the facilities.
Gary got a massage, right? Oh, they almost tried. Oh, and then the day they charged him for 7 spa treatments. So he was at the counter for half an hour arguing with them.
Can I tell you a great scam, by the way?
That's right after they asked him why he didn't bring his teeth.
That was the same lady. Can I just tell you a funny? This is the greatest massage scam ever.
Yeah.
So a woman's giving me a massage, right? She doesn't say anything the whole time. She starts rubbing my neck and she goes, "Oh, your neck is very tight," which of course everybody wants to hear because your neck is tight. It's almost like
I know it's the biggest scam.
That's like saying you work too hard, and everyone wants to hear that.
Yeah. Well, everyone wants to hear something's wrong, and they go, "Oh, I took a lot of." It's such crap.
You know what a great rap is?
I took a lot of the stress out. And
do you use the phone a lot?
Yeah,
because I feel tightness on your left side. Of course, everyone uses the phone all day.
It's like an astrologer.
Right. So she does the massage,
like a psychic,
and she puts this stuff on my back that's very good. It's like a heat, almost like a Bengay.
It's an energy.
It feels great.
Yeah.
So then she finishes the massage and she goes, "Okay, I'm going to step out, and when I come back, I'm going to write you up a little thing about that stuff I put on your back. Did you like that?" I go, "Yeah, it was great." So I was like, "Okay, they're going to sell me something." She comes back with a receipt for whatever this junk is. For $49. She goes, "Would you?" And she's got it in her hand with the receipt. I go, "That's okay. I'm not taking it." But I wonder how many people just take it.
Yeah, but guy, did the stuff smell like peppermint or anything?
No. It was just. It was something. It was. You know what? It was Bengay.
Right.
At the end of the day, it was Bengay.
Yeah. Right.
$49.
And you're not going to put that on.
No.
How can you get back?
But that's
there
not what
where she
happened
was?
at the counter, though. They charge you for
No, at the counter, they accidentally charged me for 7 spa treatments. They said they had a problem down there. My bill was like 900 and something.
Wow. Maybe it costs extra to rub your body. Oh, sounds like a lot of fun.
It was fun.
How long's the flight?
Well, it depends on how you take it.
What?
Going down there, we flew to Miami, which is 3 hours, waited 2 hours in Miami, and then took the 55-minute trip there, to the island.
Why'd they book it that way?
The only other flight we could have got was the show was still on. We would have had to leave at like 9:30 in the morning. On the way home, we got on a plane that was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and we got in a half an hour early.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That was great.
Yeah, we were in coach, though. The seats are tiny.
Valley flew you, coach?
Yeah, they're big stars.
Two big. I bet that band got to fly first class.
How are you gonna? Weren't you comfortable enough to work on your speeches?
And that was the other thing I felt a little uncomfortable about. They had 600 people from all over the country.
Yeah.
And I guess they told them that some special people were going to be there. The people started asking us who the special people were.
Oh my!
I think they were expecting like either you or Ellen DeGeneres, or or even what's that woman that took over for Rosie?
You guys,
Caroline Ray.
Yeah, you were the guys.
We were the special guests. I think they were disappointed.
Yeah. Well, when are the special guests coming out?
We were hoping for Caroline Ray.
Yeah, they're hanging out with you.
They're hoping for Caroline.
Gee. We were hoping for Caroline.
Well, it's hard to think of you as special when you see John borrowing $25 from the guy at the end of the table so he can gamble.
Excuse me, I'm your special guest. Can I get $10?
The other observation I had is that Gary is still a chocoholic. I mean, he's supposed to be on this diet, with this South Beach diet.
Yeah. Right out the window.
He was devouring chocolate.
Where was it? I mean, was he buying it or was it just
he bought a pack. All right. He buys 2 packages of peanut M&Ms. He woofs the first one down and gives
you one to Mary.
They're great.
Yeah, but he gives the other one to Mary, but he's going to ask him for them.
I didn't have any. I didn't have any of her.
But then he buys peanut butter Twix. and he reaches for it.
He needs that when he's around his family. Peanut butter Twix.
What in the world?
What is going on with
They're
you?
very low in carbs.
Right.
Jeez.
They only have 12 carbs per bar.
Wow.
Excuse me, I'm one of your special guests. I just split 6s. Can I get a 5?
When you're down there getting a massage, any hint of a happy ending?
No.
See, I don't get massages anymore because I feel like such a loser. I've never once had a girl say to me, if you'd like, I'd finish you off.
I was down in the Bahamas, and it was on my honeymoon, and
perfect.
And this woman, and they come to your room, so like her back of her hand keeps on hitting my privates, but like I know if I would have just said, "Hey, all right," she would have done it. I know it.
I think I was at one place where the woman said to me, "You don't need a towel," and she was really hot, and she said, "You don't need a towel for this massage." But I said, well, I do, because when I'm in my flaccid state, I'm too small. I didn't want her to see.
Yeah. So you did get some kind of...
But I'm not sure. I mean, she just said you don't need a towel. I think you just wanted to see my penis.
I think that's the signal. And when you say, no, I want the towel, she doesn't go any further.
I would also say that 95% of the women who have given me a massage, you would not want a happy ending.
This one I wanted.
It's such a rarity to get a hot masseuse.
Because then Beth went and got the massage, and she was like, yeah, you don't need... And like Beth laid down, and the woman was putting the moves on her.
I got this friend who always gets happy endings, but then he got married. So his wife suggested that he use this certain, masseuse. So he went to her, and she gave him a happy ending. And when he got home, he told his wife, and he said, "Well, it was your idea for me to get this girl. Sure. It's your fault."
He could have said no.
Yeah. I went to a joint in Toronto where you go. There's not even a question. You go there specifically.
Yeah. See, I don't want that. I want like
want the massage therapist.
Yeah. Like I've laid there and I go, "Oh, I'm really stressed out," and nobody responds. But nobody wants to touch me, and I'm like, I would go every day for a massage if I could have that.
In Toronto, this Asian chick was so good at it, there was almost nothing sexual about it.
And what's the big deal? They're supposed to rub you and relax you. I mean, what's the big deal about rubbing that part of your body?
She just, after like 3 minutes of, whatever, rubbing my back, she looked at me and she goes, nice. I go, what? She goes, nice. And I go, all right, yeah. So it was like a chiropractor cracking your back.
Right.
And she was like so good at it, like in
seconds you were done.
Yeah, I was done, and before you know it, you're paying $50.
When you're done, are you done? Like they don't finish the massage, right?
No.
That's it.
You don't want to. I was like, whatever.
You're like all embarrassed.
Completely relaxed.
But this place.
Does she clean you up and everything?
Did she start your face down?
No, you clean yourself up.
Like, did she just walk out of the room?
You feel like you're on an assembly line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she was kind of cute, but a little older.
Yeah.
And this was when we were doing dirty work. I was up in Toronto for 2 months, and this was by the hotel. So this place, the geography of this place was amazing. You'd go there, you get a happy ending, and then 20 feet from this place was a place that sold eclairs.
Mm-hmm.
And after I would go and get this huge eclair, and I'd be walking down Yonge Street in Toronto.
Happy as a clam.
I don't think I've ever been that relaxed again in my life.
Smiling like a retard.
I had a
I don't want one of a retarded smile. I wouldn't want. Like, I don't want to go to a massage place that specializes in that. Like, that to me is like going to a whore.
It is.
I know a guy who goes to one of those places, and they do this whole thing where they act like they're a real massage place.
See, that's what I want. I want my masseuse to, like, you know.
She's got to act like a masseuse.
Howard, first of all,
I want her to take her top off and go, you know what? I'm really hot in here. This is what I want. I'm laying there on the table, and she goes, oh, my God. Listen, would you think it was weird if I took off my top? And I'll go, and then I go, here's the script. Then I go, no, that's cool. I don't care. I'm like, the yabos are like in my face, and she's rubbing my chest and everything. And she goes, you know what? I'm really horny. I just need to rub something here. I go, okay, go ahead. And then she rubs it out. And then I'm like, happy.
But if they're that horny, why do they have to rub? Why can't they just climb right on top of you?
No, because it would just be kind of erotic, you know? Like, but it never happens.
You don't want the whole, because I think that
I feel like a loser.
Be like a real massage where you start off on your face down and she rubs you, and then she says turn over, and then the next thing you know, there it is. It's happening.
Old Jed's a millionaire.
Gary, have you ever
Can folks say, Jed, move away from there?
Gary, have you ever had a happy hour?
No, but I've gone to a regular massage place where the guy before me has had a happy ending.
How do you know?
Hey, KC, didn't you get a gay massage once?
No, it wasn't gay, but I was gonna ask you: is it gay if you go and the only people that have are guys?
Yeah,
I can answer that. Because I used to do that, and they only had a guy at the place down there.
You used to get male massage,
and I said no, and then they found a girl.
Wait, you used to always get from guys until we goofed on you.
Well, no, I got it from guys because the place that I used to go, it was only same-sex massages.
I had kind of an awkward moment. I was at a really nice hotel. It happened to be in San Francisco. But I ordered a massage, and they sent up a guy. So a guy shows up at my door with like his little
table.
Carrying table, you know.
Right.
And we both made eye contact, and I said, dude. I said, dude, are you going to make me say this? And he went, no. All right. And he just turned around and walked away.
It's not happening.
Hey, Casey, did the guy do your inner thighs?
No, it didn't.
Oh, yeah, right. Sure he did.
How can he miss your inner thigh?
There were times that it hurt like a bastard because I guess it was like a.
He's rough.
No, it did my chest and it hurt like a bastard.
It always hurts the first time.
I have a buddy got a massage in his house, and she didn't bring a table. She goes, lie down on the bed. And then he goes, wait a second. So he opened up some champagne? I swear this is true.
What are you talking about? He opened up some champagne.
And he said, hey, you want to have a drink? And then they had drinks, and then she put him in, and he banged the crap out of him.
That's a fantastic story.
I got a massage as a gift from somebody from a reputable place. So I called the place to schedule.
John's lost in that story. He's staring at me like I'm a woman.
What?
It's amazing.
If you want to get into what's really going to relax me, there you go.
Well, I have this a masseuse, Howard, who I told you to use. She does all like football players.
I know her. I met her. You said she doesn't do any happy ending though.
She doesn't, but one time she was doing a celebrity. The celebrity's family was upstairs.
Yeah.
And after she's done, the celebrity turns over and lifts his towel and goes, aren't you going to finish? She's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I really want to get a massage from her.
But John told me that, he pitched a tent in front of her, and she said, don't worry, that's very common.
Yeah.
He said,
it is common. They say it's common.
But she didn't take care of it.
No.
I never pitch a tent because I'm like so respectful.
Wait,
how could you control it?
I can control.
I can't.
Wait,
I control.
When they're rubbing your inner thigh,
I can control.
Oh, dude, it's so hard to control it. I'm thinking of everything gross.
Me too.
How do you guys even get massages? If this is what's going on for you, it's certainly not relaxing.
There was a girl I went to high school with who was 450 pounds. I think of her all the time when I'm getting a massage.
Really? Yeah, Joe, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you about my girlfriend that does this type of massage. It's advertised as sensual massage, and she rakes in a buttload of cash.
Yeah, but she's basically saying she's
a
gonna
whore.
do it. Yeah.
No.
Well, no. It's only happy ending.
Oh, so
But that's the same deal.
You said that's your girlfriend?
Yeah.
So he can't think of her as a whore, I guess.
You don't think that's a little bit weird that that's what your girlfriend does for a living?
No.
And you don't
No, not at all.
What do you mean? You don't think she ever goes a little farther for the right amount of cash?
No, I really don't believe that she does that.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Can I ask Robin a question?
Yes.
If Mr. X went for a massage and got a happy ending, would you be really that mad at him? Like, would you
I'm
leave
sure
him?
he wouldn't tell me.
But if he,
Of course he wouldn't.
Okay,
He's
but
no idiot.
So I wouldn't know.
if you knew, is it that bad of a thing? If I mean, in other words, is it something I should try to
course
negotiate
it
with
is.
my
Listen to
wife?
him. Listen
No,
to him.
dude.
What are you doing?
Just go
over
do
there?
it and don't tell anyone.
You can't rationalize
You don't
it.
think I could do that?
What woman's going to go, it's
Why
fine?
do you want to tell?
I'll buy you a coat.
Why do you want to tell her? You know, like a guilt thing.
No. I never had a happy ending, but I'm asking you, would it be that upsetting to you?
No, I wouldn't know, but if he did, yes, that would upset me.
So you'd leave him?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Of course she would. Every chick would
Joe,
leave.
what's the difference between that and you go to a bar
I got friends
and you
who
meet a
swear
girl?
that's not cheating.
But what if you go to a bar and you meet a girl and she does the same thing for you?
All guys.
Girl, yeah,
Dude,
these
let me
friends,
tell you
girls.
something. When I was dating, the rules were clear that, hey, I wasn't looking to get into any relationship when I first, was divorced. So I was dating. And I said, I'm going to see other women. As soon as a chick finds out you're seeing another woman, they break up with you.
That's right.
They're not going to put up with that.
I got a few friends who swear it's not cheating because it's like you're just getting a massage and everything and every part of your body is getting
You're
massaged.
crazy.
They're all guys.
Darren, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, how you doing?
Hey.
My friend Jared's here sitting next to me telling me to give you a call because of the situation that happened to me. It's kind of embarrassing to talk about, but I'll tell you. About a year ago, my fiancée set me up. She was a physical therapist, and I always get massages and stuff, and she gave me this name and number to a girl to go. She's really, really good. So I went down, and she wound up giving me a happy ending, and we went through the whole thing with trust a couple weeks before. We're getting serious, and she pretty much set me up, and she was beautiful. I couldn't resist, and then it wound up being her best friend's sister.
So she was checking your.
You know what, man? Thank you that you're out of that relationship. That's nasty.
She was a beautiful girl. We went, we've been through the ups and downs, and we both got caught once before, and she really busted me this time, and there's no way getting out of it.
That's.
But that's
I almost used the F word. I almost went to the F word.
Yeah, I know.
That's really messed up, man. All right, look, I got to take a break.
I just had one last Gary thing.
I got to take a break. What's the last guy? You see, you always hook me in, and I'm getting yelled at through the computer here.
I was just gonna, Gary bought a new car. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he got a Beamer now. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Think about that. But he won't even park it at the airport, so we had to go to a special parking lot and take a shuttle to the airport to park his car. I don't know if that's part of it.
You think that's funny? I saw Gary putting a
Beamer
bra
Booey.
and panties on the thing this morning. He's got those,
What?
He bought special like things to put on the car.
Put a bra and panties on the car? The bra.
The bra goes on the bumper.
Yeah, I know.
And I put it on, but it keeps falling off, and I'm
You see, Gary's struggling.
I'm struggling. You get one side.
You know what,
on
dude? Get a wreck of a car to drive here. If you're that worried about your Beamer.
Well, no, but I mean, it's Howard. It's got 110 miles on it. So I'm taking care of it at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, in this garage, things can happen. Any garage can happen. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. was just yelling at Jackie and Fred.
Yeah?
Sure.
What'd you yell at them for?
I don't know, but they said, "What's the matter with you?"
Really?
For sitting here.
Just for sitting there, I yelled at them for not doing anything.
They're on the gravy train.
Baba Booey went scurrying out of here.
He was like a roach.
Are you really in that bad a mood?
No, it's just Baba Booey can't handle it when I start to, Baba Booey is the worst person to be my producer because when I start to blow off steam, I need somebody to sort of just to listen. And he runs out of the room.
He actually said, I think I hit
He
my
is the
mother.
worst. And there's something that's always bugged me about him. That's why I never use him on anything. I mean, I got him here, but that's it.
Yeah, I've never worked on anything else you've ever done.
No more. You know what it is? You always run out of the room, man. I'm not yelling at you.
No,
I'm just discussing my... And you know what? It's good for you to learn, to hear what upsets me.
I know what upsets you.
No, you don't.
I know.
How did you know? I was screaming about that camera up there. You don't know about it. Jackie and Fred do.
You scream about that camera when I'm not here. It just was not a good time to
What
be
don't I
here.
like about that camera?
Probably that it's too low.
Wrong. See, you don't know.
But I mean, why would I need to know? Why would I have no? You could have said that while I was gone, and you weren't yelling before. You were on a completely different subject, which I retained.
No. You walk out of the room as soon as I start giving you information. This is information giving.
Yeah, and I took that information and I left.
You can only use so much.
You run out of the room as soon as I start.
No, I don't.
You're like, I don't want to hear this.
No, I got it. I took care of it. I wrote it down. It's already been being taken care of.
No, but I had more information.
Maybe he was full.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. That I got one fact. I gotta go.
No, that's not.
He's just not a guy you can rap to. Like how
you don't rap.
On the Gary Shandling show, Artie and Gary can
They
talk.
can sit in that office and
No,
talk.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't talk to my Baba
You
Booey.
don't rap. You rant. And
Yeah,
it's cool.
and you
It's
should
cool.
write. You should make notes while I rant. My rantings make a lot of sense.
But I did make notes.
To me, they do. You don't make notes.
You were just really, really upset, and I felt that you were about to blow up.
Yeah,
and I didn't
so
think-
be here for it.
I didn't want to get.
I wasn't blowing up
Who
at
is
you.
What is he supposed to blow up by himself?
And then meanwhile, I'm stuck in the room, blowing up in front of Jackie and Fred. And meanwhile, those guys are.
They can't do anything.
We
No.
couldn't leave because it would have been too obvious. You already left.
Right. You could hang in there and talk to me a little bit. Listen to what I have to say.
Howard, the producer's job truly is
To hear what's upsetting the town.
That's right, and to take care of it.
He's the world's worst.
You're under the
You're the worst
You're
producer.
under some delusion.
Yes.
That there's conversation.
I don't want conversation.
Right. So
I just want you to stand here and listen.
And I did.
I was doing it for your benefit, so you'd learn something.
Yeah, I'd learn how to take. Good
No, you'd learn. No, you would
off the
learn how to correct some of the things that are upsetting me.
And I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't hear. It was a race to the door, and Gary won the race.
He was closest.
Yeah.
He was out before we could even think of it, right?
Right.
He's got a 6.
It was a race to the door.
Well, I know what you're saying because this has come up before that Gary really doesn't know what to do, and
He gets nervous.
invariably, if he does anything, it only adds fuel to the fire
Robin,
as opposed to taking care of.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Robin. You're exactly right.
Here he goes. He's running out.
Oh, there goes Gary.
And that's what he does.
You know what got him? I turned off his mic when he was trying to interrupt you.
I know.
Made him nuts.
Nothing worse.
He was talking and no one was listening, just like he does to me.
Sounds like you're walking away from the mic as you talk.
Yeah.
That's right.
So wrong.
And then he ran out of here with the.
Talking still.
You two are asses.
Big ass, big ass.
Big asses. Big asses. You big.
You two are big ass. You two are big ass.
You are a big ass. You've got a big ass.
What was that? What was that? I didn't hear
You
it.
are a big ass. You've got a big ass.
Who are you saying has a big ass?
Not you.
Who are you saying? Robin?
You have a great ass.
You're insane.
Oh, Gary.
Watch, you're treading on dangerous ground when you attack my princess.
He's simply upset.
I can
That's
duck.
all.
I can duck.
That's all. He's
Queen of
simply
the
upset.
show.
I'm trying to teach you to just sit here when I talk sometimes. You don't have to run out. I'm being serious.
I know you
I know your moves, pal. I see what you do.
Well, we've only been together 10 years.
I know
how would
your
you not
moves.
know 'em?
You
I know
just
your
go-
moves.
Just sit and
Good
listen.
thing one of you learned the other.
Yeah. If I'm ranting, it's something in the ranting. There's something disturbing me.
And I
Learn.
took note of
Learn
what
about
was-
your boff. Learn from
I
boff.
took note of your rant and
All right, thank you. Now
dealt
you
with
can
it.
leave. Now you're dismissed.
Well, we haven't even finished discussing what we were supposed to do today because you were ranting. I'll come back during the next.
All right, thank you. There he goes. Baba Booey.
I don't want to leave. You know why?
Why?
Because as soon as I walk out the door, you're going to talk about me. I
Just
hate that.
leave. Just
I
leave.
hate that.
You missed part of
Just
it.
can I stay till you start a new subject?
No.
Please.
No, you know what's funny about him?
I hate that.
He was supposed to come in this morning and tell me what was on the show.
Yes.
You know, I have different things that he's supposed to remind me. I call him all day. I say, remind me of this, remind me of that. So I wanted to let off some steam first.
Uh-huh.
So instead of staying
getting a pen, writing down things that I'm steaming about. Maybe some of the things he can help me with. Maybe some he just can't. Maybe it's just a friendly ear.
It was done already, though. Why would
No. I was still in the middle of talking about other things.
No, you were.
Did I take on different subjects after he left?
He didn't ride out the wave.
No.
You know what I mean?
He knew that I was in the middle, and he was afraid he was going to get yelled
he
at.
thought he was going to get in the undertone.
I'm not going to yell at you.
No. But when you're in the middle of, damn it, can't you can't this effing be done right? I pretty much think I've got it, and I know what to do.
No. I was in the middle of pointing out all of the things that are wrong around here.
Yeah, he had to curse each individual thing in the studio and then get to his business. Yeah.
And so he was in here. So instead of sitting here and telling me what I had to do for the morning, he never got to. He ran out of the room.
He bailed.
He bailed out. He bailed out. I don't know why he left. You left because I was yelling.
Of course.
But you have no right to do that.
Because you know what?
I wasn't yelling at you.
No,
that's my way of discussing things.
Sometimes it's better when you get in this mood. It's just better to actually leave.
No, that pisses me off at you.
See, but it's better to just leave.
See, you were supposed to be my compatriot. You see, this is the part you don't understand about me. I need a compatriot.
Not a compatriot.
I need a guy who is on my team.
I am on your team. You need a guy to be there while you yell.
Again, he doesn't get it.
You need a guy.
He never has gotten this.
You need a guy to be there.
If I keep telling you what I need, why can't you be that guy? Why do you always have to leave?
Because it wasn't what you need. It was yelling.
No, I just told you what I need.
Oh, boy.
You don't know what I need. I know what I need.
Maybe
I needed
you're
to talk to my
talking too
producer.
fast. Maybe you're talking too fast.
He's never going to be the right
can't hear
thing.
you.
He's not going to be my producer ever. He's just an intern who gets me coffee and I pay him some money. Goodbye. Get out.
Howard?
Oh, here's the Gary puppet.
I'm made out of wood, and I know what you need. I will never run.
No, do you understand something, Gary Puppet?
Yeah.
No, seriously, let me tell the Gary Puppet this.
Yes.
Okay.
I hire a guy to be a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So I say to him, here's something that I need. When I'm blowing off a little steam, and I'm not blowing it off at you, I'm just blowing it off in general. I'm getting out what I feel is wrong, regardless of what it is. Sit and be a pal. Listen to what I have to say.
Inside of this rant is some information that you might be able to fix.
And maybe even calm me down a little. Say, you know what? I can take care of a few things here. I can help you out, both.
I know exactly how to fix that. Don't even worry about it. It's done.
And even if you say, hey, I don't know how to fix that, but let me look into it. Anything where I saw the guy taking some initiative, I'd be so proud of him.
And sometimes a friendly ear is all that's needed.
Right. Even you know that, you wooden-headed puppet.
Yeah.
But I turned to him, and I've had this conversation with him before. I said, Gary, when I'm letting off some steam and talking about stuff that's wrong, why do you always run out? Or just tell me,
Sometimes he argues with you that you're wrong.
Yeah, he argues with me. And it's like, why can't you just, listen to what I'm saying and maybe pick up on it?
Mm-hmm. But
Help
just
me out.
now he was saying, look, you don't need me to stand here and listen.
Yeah.
You need me to stand here while you yell, is what he said.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that I'm looking to him as a friend and as a coworker and saying, hey, let's talk about this. But this is my way of talking. I don't have time to sit there and make a conversation out of it.
He imagines that if you really wanted to talk, you'd be doing it in a tone, a different tone, and that there'd be a back and forth.
The worst producer. I swear he is. He's good at opening the mail. He's good at that. Some things he's good at.
And taking stock tips from John.
It's like a two guys.
Oh, let me tell you something. Where is Gary and that John? I've been thinking about this all day yesterday. It was sticking in my craw. Oh, no. If I hear that Stuttering John is taking phone calls from stockbrokers during my show, when Gary sits and tells me that there's nobody here who can sit here and sift through my newspaper articles and get work done for me, let me tell you something.
John's not here.
Excuse me. I'm going to tell you this, and I blame you for this. This is something I blame you for.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, I think he's going to leave again.
You allow John, because this is before Kathy gets in, you allow John to sit on the phone with his feet up on a desk taking calls from stockbrokers. I am not into that. Don't tell me that there are, when I call and say, hey, how come this isn't done? How come this isn't done? Boff, we're very busy here, and we don't have time for that. You don't understand, Boff. You don't realize how busy we are all day. You don't understand. But I do understand that Stuttering John can sit here and take calls from stockbrokers all day. That he has time for. Why isn't he busy going through newspaper articles and things like that, the things that I need done?
I will check into that.
What check in? You're the man in charge when Kathy's not here.
Right.
Why do you allow that to happen?
Generally, the articles are done by the time...
No, they're not. They're not done. We have 12 years worth of articles that aren't cataloged.
Well, I was under the impression...
I called up Gary. Called Gary the other day.
You don't want
and
to
I had a long
anything.
telephone meeting with him. And I said,
Howard,
Gary,
why don't you want to hear
why
anything?
isn't this done? Why isn't this done? He goes, Boff, we are so busy here. We are busy with this,
why
this,
would
and
you?
this.
Why would you want to say something if you don't want to hear an answer?
And he says to me, Boff, I have to make my phone calls.
Why?
I have to make my phone calls after the show. I have to call L.A.
Right.
Well, call from your house. I don't care. And save your bills, and we'll pay them. What do you mean? Stuttering John has time. You're telling me no one has any time to do what I need done, but Stuttering John can take calls from stockbrokers all morning. That sticks in my craw. Go home and take calls from a stockbroker. That's what I do. Oh, here you are. Hey, listen, since Gary doesn't know how to run the office for me.
Howard.
Since he's such a nitwit.
It's only 10 minutes.
What? It's only what? Yeah, it's 10 minutes that work could be going on.
You know, it's amazing how this...
No. I thought about it all day yesterday. I couldn't wait to get in here and yell at you guys, especially Fafa Foley, because this I do hold him responsible.
It ain't Fafa Foley's fault.
Oh, yes, it is, pal. He's in charge of you. He should have laid down the law to you first. They say, hey, we got things. Fafa Foley tells me, Boff, the phone's ringing here all morning. We need like 3 interns just to answer the phones.
He was exaggerating.
No, he's not exaggerating.
Howard,
this is what he told me in a private meeting.
You've turned everything around.
Tell me what I've done wrong.
It was during the day.
Yes.
From 10 o'clock on after the show that we need people to answer the phones. I don't have a problem with the phones.
10 o'clock after. So no work can go on before 9 o'clock.
Nobody said that. You're saying that.
No, it says to me that Stuttering John has time to sit and take calls from stockbrokers.
You want to twist it around.
It's a big fun party here. Everybody wants to party on my side. I need real workers. I need work going on.
You need Chinamen.
No, I don't need... Hey, pal, I don't need Chinamen, and I don't need you.
If you don't need me...
I don't need you. You resign?
No.
Please resign.
No, I don't want to resign. You need to fire me.
Okay, you're fired.
Okay.
All right, now, can you leave?
No. I need to collect my benefits.
Oh, your benefits.
Can I have his job?
Oh. You know what I need? I need 5 Fred Norrises, except ones that work.
Fred takes phone calls sometimes, too.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Well, everybody does.
Hey, John, if you've got time to take calls from stockbrokers...
Howard, why don't you yell at
John,
for being
have you ever seen me take a call from a stockbroker here at work? You'll never see it.
Because you probably don't even deal with them.
I don't have time for it. I would love to sit and be into finance at work. I have work to do.
I finally figured out a way to make money, and you're going to yell at me for that.
Yeah, I don't care how you make money. Just make it and go home and make these calls.
I do.
Don't do it here.
Okay.
Then don't do it here.
It's only... I don't call them. Usually it's just... They just call me.
I don't want stock calls here.
All right.
I want people working. When I call Fafa Fooey and ask him why work isn't done, he tells me, Wolf, we don't have enough interns. I have to sit and train the interns.
I have the answer to this,
Let
Howard.
John train the interns.
I have the answer to this.
What?
John's here from 5 o'clock in the morning till noon. That's his coffee break.
What?
The guy can't have 2... Well, I'm not going to get involved in this.
Gary, you defend everyone.
I'm not defending everyone.
But my problem. You don't defend my problem. When I call you and tell you work isn't being done, and you tell me everyone is busy, and you tell me you're taking stock tips and stock calls, why don't you see my point of view?
I do see your point of view. I was making a joke, Howard.
Well, that was very funny.
I was making a joke.
Howard, you know what it is? We all working hard back there,
But Jack, it's a little funny to have those jokes you tell.
You think you're working hard? I can't wait for the day, John, when I quit radio, that you are the guy who has to now go out and find a job. And when you work for a real boss who's sitting there and paying the freight, and he's having you sit there and whatever it is you're qualified to do, lift boxes or whatever it is, I can't wait till he starts busting your balls. You're going to see what real work is. Why do you think everyone likes hanging out here for free? It's a gravy train. It's a lot of fun. It's fun.
A lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
We can't get you guys to leave.
Go get a real job and see how much fun it is.
I'm sure you're right. Well, actually, I used to drive a truck. I know exactly.
All right, that's good experience. But you didn't need to drive a truck. Soon you might need to.
Well, hopefully not. But if I take all those stock calls. Oh, come
Gary,
on.
go run the office like an adult, will you? Come on. You want to repeat? You want to learn something?
Sure.
All right.
Sure. It's been a part
of my job is to absorb whatever my Voff spews.
Whatever my Voff spews.
I am a talentless sponge. Who is supposed to sop up
the
crap that my very important boss sends towards me.
Can you say that again?
The crap that my very important boss sends towards me.
The crap that my very important boss sends towards me.
I will from now on boss the interns. Even though they are intellectually superior to my inferiority.
I
I am making new inroads into screwing up.
Screwing up.
Very good. All right. I have to take a break.
I love it when Wolf puts his foot down with a strong hand.
There you go. Gary Puppet. Gary Puppet, you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I have a solution for John. When he goes back to driving his truck, he could get a cellular phone so you can make those stock calls, dummy.
If I can say something, I booked a very
You
important
try to
guest,
say something.
Today at 9.
You never can.
You didn't, John. Don't even think that you booked that guest. So don't even.
What are you saying,
So wait, let me
John?
say something.
Yeah.
John thinks he booked a guest today,
Yeah.
having no knowledge of the fact that I called and booked the guest before he even got there yesterday.
I wasn't trying to get on you.
That's all right.
Well, that's because you let him get away with
Mr.
crap. I'm being serious.
Mr. Arnold.
Mr. Arnold.
Mr. Arnold.
Mr. Arnold.
Yeah, Benedict. I was just freaking saying it.
No, Benedict Arnold's a traitor, John. You've got it wrong.
Yeah, you're a traitor. I was defending you the whole time. Suddenly you jump on getting on me. Well, this is what happens in the back. You yell at him, he yells at me. Wait till we get in the back there. Trust me.
No, you're gonna get yelled.
Hey, let me tell you something. You deserve to be yelled at. You're making him
You
look
know what
bad.
you're gonna get yelled at for today? You're gonna get yelled at for losing a tape that was supposed to go home with Howard yesterday that never made it into his
What
bag.
tape?
Oh, you
Talk to
found
about
it, right?
No.
What tape? What tape?
Talk to you about it in a little bit. You were 20 minutes late this morning.
Okay. All right.
And you didn't leave any notes with the Dan Rather interview, even though it just said Dan Rather, but it should have said, "This is a Dan Rather interview."
Did you interview Dan Rather?
Yeah, he's got it.
All right,
you got the card.
All
The
right.
card's
Well,
right here.
all right. Let me take a few phone calls and we'll get to Dan Rather. All right, you guys go work out your situation. And don't let me hear you making phone calls. I'll tell you when you can make stock calls. When all the work around here is done.
I really doesn't take that.
Gary says, I have no time all morning. I have to train the interns. I have to do that. I go, if you have no time, I understand that. That's legitimate.
Doesn't take up that much.
But Stuttering John's on the phone with stockbrokers. All right, thank you. Make those calls at home. You got a home life. I don't keep you here all day. Go home and accept all the calls. You're putting on a show for everyone. Who cares?
I'm not putting on a show.
I don't appreciate it.
A show?
Yeah, a show.
How do you get a show? What are you talking about?
You're sitting there doing the John show with your stocks. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Buy, sell at home. That's
He's
all.
entertaining the other interns. See what you can become if you're really good.
Yeah, he's going to show everyone.
You got to be kidding
put on a big show.
Hey,
Let's go home.
It's called just trying to make some money.
Yeah, but try and make some money at home.
All right,
Mr. Big Shot.
Sell grit.
I woke up in such a good mood. I don't know what the.
Oh, you were late. You got a lot of sleep.
Oh man.
Yeah, I put in a 30-hour day yesterday.
Yeah, well, I was up at 1 in the morning, and you're going to pay for it. 30-hour day, just doing nothing. What did you do with 30 hours a day?
I did Dan Rather. Went to interview Bruce Willis
get
last
out of here.
night.
Listen,
man.
did you get them all?
Yeah, don't worry, we're all set,
All
man.
right, okay, thanks.
What happening?
All right, thank you. Thank you, Baja Hohai, and thank you, Stuttering John.
I walked in the door today, and I knew that today was the day I was going to get my ass kicked. I knew it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. You know why?
Why?
Because there were no guests on today, and I said that's dangerous ground.
No, I don't want any guests. I don't need guests.
We're the guests.
The reason you got yelled at today is because it dawned on me. I think about this during the night. It dawned on me what you said.
Can I ask you a question? Would you answer it honestly?
Yes.
Really, answer this question honestly.
Go ahead.
Does this dawn on you for real, or do other people come to you and say, "Hey, I was listening to the show"?
No,
et cetera,
it dawns on me.
Okay.
It dawns on me.
I thought you were yelling at Gary for when he sleeps in the back.
All of a sudden, I just. All of a sudden,
Howard, I don't sleep in the back.
I know
He's
you
making
don't.
a joke.
I know.
Oh, yes, he does.
Does he? When does he sleep?
He always goes back to John. I'll be, whatever.
He wakes up with Newsday on his face.
When does he sleep in the back?
Such a jerk. I go to the back to listen to cassettes, and I say, "John, I'll be in the back."
That's a social club hour in the back.
I go, "John,
him and Peggy hang out, Kibitz.
Oh, I see what goes on out there.
Now they are
I
all
go in the
telling
back to listen to cassettes, and I say, "John, I'll be in the back listening to cassettes." And John's
You ever
joke
talk to Peggy?
that he's been telling every day for the last year and a half is, "What time would you like me to wake you?" That's
And
his
he
running
talks to
joke.
Peggy back there.
Yeah,
he does a whole schmooze.
Yeah,
no time.
talk to Peggy about booking some guests, about where we're going to do some events.
All right, we'll see.
Peggy does a lot to help book guests on this show.
I need a Fafa Foley cam where I can follow him around and see what he's up to. All right, I don't want to talk about the schedule. I don't want to talk about any of it.
Well, you out of nowhere came on me. I'm sitting there trying to defend you.
What, by telling you booked a guest that I booked?
Oh, douchey boy, I came in there and just said, Howard, I come in there and just, last night I tried calling you home. They're like,
what time did you try calling me?
You are amazing.
What time
you
did you
are
try?
amazing
What time
to
did you
me.
try calling me at home?
I didn't call you.
All right, I'm bored with this. I want to get out of here. I don't
even know what
care.
they're arguing about.
They're arguing for the camera.
No, I don't have to do the guests.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I turned off their mics. I got to take a break, and then when we come back,
clear the studio.
I'll take some phone calls. I want them to leave. They won't go. Go. I'm asking you guys to go. Gary,
I'm
John.
scared. I'm scared to go back to back with him now.
What?
No, just go.
There's nothing to be scared of, John.
All right, we'll see. Hope the camera's going.
Hi, guys.
How did that happen? I went in there.
Okay.
Defending you. God, and you jump on my ass.
First of all,
Bro, did I go in there?
John, shut up and come here, please. I'm not being an asshole. First of all, you're late again. I'm not doing this for the camera. Don't, because you were late yesterday.
When?
Yesterday. Or the day, you have not been on time every day this week. Whatever. Yesterday. Okay. First of all, in this envelope, we're getting to this. In this envelope, when the mail's in here, there's magazines in here too. Yeah. They go home with Howard.
Yeah.
I don't think you put them all in yesterday, but okay.
Yes, I did. There
was a cassette right on top of Howard's mail for Howard's cousins. It said, "This is a tape." It was here. I put it in the mail.
Can I be honest with you? I swear there was no tape on top of that thing yesterday. I can tell you every letter that was in that mail yesterday. Okay, I can tell you every single letter. There was not a tape on top of that.
My goal in life is to make everyone as miserable as me.
Well, you're working well toward that goal.
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody else, but you're doing a pretty good job with Gary. He had that hangdog look for him. Yeah. Oh, man.
Beaten.
Yeah.
The lower lip was hitting the desktop.
Well, you should hear him tell me how nothing can get done because they're all busy back there. I go, yeah, you're all so busy, but you're taking stock tips and sleeping, listening to tapes.
Yeah, well, here he is. He's always saying how I just chime in. Well, you jumped on him. I didn't see John on the phone with a stockbroker. I saw him.
Right. You saw him on the phone with a stockbroker? You saw Gary on the phone. What time did you see that?
We were doing the show. I just went out there for a second to ask for something.
Oh, no. When was this?
Oh, gee.
When was this?
Oh, boy.
When was it?
When did I tell you? Yesterday, so it must have been either that day or the day before.
Yeah, he's on the phone during the show to stockbrokers, Gary. This is a guy who runs out of here at 1 o'clock. He puts in his 8-hour day, and he's out the door.
Maybe he's trying to book the guy.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to book it and he tells me he's so busy he can't do anything.
No, he books guests after the show.
Yeah,
Jackie.
Yeah, after the show.
Oh.
He only has a small window for booking guests. It's the guest. You caught him on the phone to a stockbroker.
Oh, no.
What?
What is your beef?
No beef. Robin just informed me that you're on the phone to a stockbroker. Why is that my beef?
Robin, you don't know anything about booking this show.
Booey.
And you know what? I'll
do the news for a day,
and I'll cut out the things out of the newspaper and read them, and you go back and book a week's worth of shows, and we'll see who has a better time.
I'm
ready to start anytime you want.
Were you on the phone to a stockbroker? Did Robin catch you? Is that true?
What's that?
Are you on the phone now to stockbrokers?
I was on the phone to a stockbroker.
Thank you very much. Thank you. One time it happened. You happened to catch it.
Why don't you come on, Robin? Book a week of shows. Go book them. Find the pen to write on the calendar.
All right, very good. Thank you for. Don't tell me you're too busy.
Howard, you think that if somebody doesn't have a broom up, that they are not busy enough?
Gary, all I know is I don't have time to take calls from stockbrokers.
No, but you have time to take calls from other. Am I allowed? If my wife calls, she's pregnant. May I talk to her?
Oh, gee, Gary, I don't know.
May I?
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
You know,
I'm going to let you think on your own for a change.
It could happen.
You figure out who it's appropriate to take calls from. Can I take calls from my pregnant wife? Your wife's so helpless. She has to sit there. She got to call you. She got to make emergency calls to you.
Well, who should?
No,
she
you know
call?
what? You know what? No, you can't take calls from your wife.
Who should she call?
Howard? No, you can't take calls from your wife.
Okay.
Okay. You asked my opinion? No, you shouldn't.
I just need the list.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
There's no one you should take calls from except me.
No stockbrokers, no wife.
That's right. Wolf, my whole family was in a plane crash. May I talk? No.
Should I take this call?
I trust you. I don't sit and watch every move, but why is Robin just randomly walking through the hall catching you on the phone to stockbrokers?
If a phone call comes and it's an emergency.
It was an emergency from a stockbroker.
It really was.
I see. Okay.
You want to know whether you should sell?
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe you ought to tell him that you have a, like the same way you can only make calls for guests at a certain time, right. Tell him that you can only accept stockbroking calls at your house.
Gotcha.
All right, give him your number and let him call you there. Like I get calls. I get calls. My house. There's another place I take calls. It's called a house. And you can be there with your wife, and you won't even have to take calls from her because you'll be there with her. Silly. God forbid Gary and his wife should be separated for a couple of hours.
Well, what would she do?
Yeah. Oh, she can't get along without him. Woman's totally independent, and she needs him.
Nobody said that she needed
Oh. Gary, quickly, I need you. Every day, I got to talk to you.
Gary, what should we have for dinner?
I don't know. I can't make a decision on my own.
Now, let's not get into that.
I can't. I have no idea how to make a decision without my Gary. She could do just fine without
Gary,
you.
the doorbell's ringing. Should I answer?
Wait a second. Your wife calls
If you drop dead tomorrow, your wife could. You don't go by me.
But
you're the
wife
guy who
calls
tells
you-
me you're too busy to do things.
Your wife calls you to make decisions. It's just part of life.
Well, then
It
do the
transcends the
decisions.
job.
You asked me if you should take calls from your wife. I'm telling you no. I'm telling you no. I gave you an answer. There it is. Now get to work. Don't you have anything to do?
Yeah, get yelled at by you.
Okay, good. Goodbye. 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 Oh, and a right shoe on right foot. Okay? There's your other piece of information that
You're
you were
too
looking
kind
for.
to me.
All right? And the left shoe on the left foot.
Well, that makes
There
sense.
you go. What else you want to
I
know?
didn't know where to put the left shoe.
Next time I start talking to you, just listen, okay? That's all I ask. And make sure the people aren't busy making phone calls to stockbrokers. It drives me nuts. Stockbrokers. You can't take those calls anywhere else. Got to take them at work. Good thing you're out there looking over my fiefdom, because I'm too busy.
Howard, when do you...
You are my eyes and ears.
At what point do we...
You are my eyes and ears.
At what point do we install the tower with the
You know what
rifle
it is? Gary should be my eyes and ears, but I don't trust him. You are my eyes and ears. Only Robin. Robin's my eyes and ears.
That's one phrase.
That's one body part.
She'll be watching. She'll be watching you. Make all the jokes you want, my friend. All right. Thanks, Gary. Thank you for your hard work. Thanks for booking a guest.
Boy, he just scored.
What was that?
Boy, he just scored big points with Robin.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's going to ignore the next 6 mistakes he makes.
Yeah. We have some great radio hijinks for you. Stuttering John made a phony phone call to Gary yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And Gary's very pissed off.
It's great.
And Gary fell for it?
Yeah.
Of course Gary fell.
Of course. No, Gary was too smart. He figured it out in 2 seconds.
Not only is Gary really pissed off at Stuttering John, but he's pissed off at all of you, and he's going to explain why when we play the call.
Really?
Yeah. I really am.
I don't even know anything about it, and he's pissed
This
off
is
at me.
so great. Should I tell you the premise of the call?
Yes.
All right, I'll give you a little tease. So, John invests for Gary with
Right.
stock.
Yes.
For about 5 minutes yesterday, Gary was bankrupt.
Oh,
And he bought it. And it's beautiful.
I guess I heard John setting this. I didn't know what he was going to do, but I heard him calling one of these brokers and saying, call back and give me a fake name so Gary doesn't know that I'm getting a call from you.
Yeah, it's great. Gary's lips and teeth dry out. You'll see. It's unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Right.
His tongue must get going, huh?
His tongue gets going.
Calm down, belly boy.
All right,
At
really
this
great.
moment, Gary looks exactly like the puppet.
I know.
They become one.
Yeah, they've done a mind meld. You look like the Gary puppet.
I felt like the Gary puppet yesterday.
He calls me last night. He goes, Bo, I'm tired of being the brunt of all the jokes on the show.
I am. Listen, nobody
I heard
else...
you were yelling at John.
I was. You know what? I told John 2 weeks ago, this is how it all started, right? I told John 2 weeks ago that I was still pissed off about the whole Gary puppet incident.
Yeah.
Even though it was really funny and stuff, it still sort of bummed me out because...
This is when Gary went to an appearance And we, of course, arranged for the Gary puppet to be stolen.
Right. Gary came to us and he asked if he was very careful, could he take the Gary puppet to an appearance?
And I said yes. And I said, don't you lose it. And all I know, John hijacked the Gary puppet. And Gary spent the worst weekend of his life because he had to come in on Monday and tell me that he lost the puppet.
And the point of the matter is not that you arranged for it, but that John thought of this all on his own.
Masterminded
the whole thing. So I told him how upsetting it was to me.
Yeah.
And then I talked to John on a personal level because we're supposed to be friends. So I'm telling him how I called our stockbroker 5 times last week, and the guy didn't call me back. So John immediately uses.
No. Gary, he didn't call you back because I told him not to call you back.
So he knows I'm upset.
Right.
John knows I'm upset.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is he yanking me around for? I'm supposed to be his boss.
Right.
We're supposed to be friends.
Right.
So I cut John so much slack in how much he screws up around here.
Right.
Perfect example, yesterday.
But this is why it's a phony phone call.
But yesterday I asked him to do some work around
I
here.
can't give you a phony phone call that you're going to like.
Yeah, if I had it done for every time you screwed up, I'd be a millionaire by now.
Yeah, well, I'm your boss, and now the screw-ups aren't going to be fun anymore. Now you're going to be treated. It's not. I'm saying I can do whatever I want. It ain't. It's not. Listen, as a friend, I made a huge mistake. I was John's friend, and I let that get in the way of the way I treat him as an employee, and I'm just not going to let that happen anymore.
Fine.
Oh, so you're saying there's going to be repercussions as a result of the phony phone call?
No. There's not going to be no repercussions. From this day forward, I'm now going to treat John like an employee, which means he should be fired in about a month.
Gary, it doesn't happen to anybody else on the show that their friendships are used to their disadvantage?
No, but why does it happen to me every other week? You guys don't even know, Robin. You don't even know that I busted Fred maybe 3.5 weeks ago trying to do a phony thing on me. He had a tape recorder.
But Fred, what was that one? I forget. You were trying.
I'll tell you exactly what it was. I had the T-shirt. It was after you guys made fun of the T-shirt, and he tried to convince me that I'm using Fred's painting of me.
Oh, I know what it was. Fred. Right. We're going to use Fred's. Gary's making a T-shirt. And he's going to use Fred's painting of him up for the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
So I said to Fred, "Go back and tell Gary."
Right.
That you want a percentage of his T-shirt sales and get it on tape.
Yeah.
Gary figured it out.
I figured it out in 30 seconds.
But how, you see what I'm saying? Fred does a practical joke. It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Now,
I was pissed. No, John, it's not fine. No, it's not fine.
But he can't do anything to Fred.
Yeah, exactly. So me, you could be a bully with. Fred, you can't. So with me, you could be a bully with.
First of all, you guys, by making John do this stuff, you totally undermine. You say you want this run like a regular office.
Right.
But tell me what other office employees get to go, give their boss a hot foot.
I've done some on Scotty. Gary laughs, loves it. The only thing is, you're a sore loser. It happens to you. Now you're going to get angry at me. Give me this.
Have I ever played a practical joke on you? Ever? Have I ever played one on you? John said, Gary, you've been in on some practical jokes about me, and I said, yeah, I might have been in on them because Howard thought of it. Right. But do I sit at home at night and say, how can I screw Stuttering John? Think of it, engineer it, and pull it off while I can't do the work I'm supposed to do?
Gary, I had a funny idea. I thought it would be good for the show to do
funny,
it. So and that's what I was doing it for.
Well,
even after I told you 2 weeks ago, I just told you 2 weeks ago how upset I was by the other practical joke.
This is what happened.
That didn't stop you.
This is what happened.
You're a liar.
No. I swear to God on my mother, this is what happened. Gary was riding my ass for a lot of things I didn't think.
He's totally wrong.
No, it was the truth. So on the same day, I asked you why you were riding my ass. Then I'm telling you, I looked in the office. You said, John, I got to tell you, I still haven't forgiven you for the Gary.
But
puppet.
that's not.
That was 5 months ago.
I never said to John that's why I was riding him. I was riding John because he wasn't doing his work. And then I said to
him, in all fairness to John, we devised stealing the puppet. It wasn't John. We sent him out to do it because we're too lazy.
John's taking
right. We're too lazy.
Taking credit for the idea.
He was just doing our bidding.
Yeah.
Right. John's taking credit for the idea.
No, I'm not taking credit.
No, he didn't.
No, I said Jackie said, let's break the puppet's legs.
And then John said,
and then I said,
let's steal it. I can do it.
Because I was.
So John was like right in on it.
Right.
He might as well have thought of it.
Right.
No,
Jackie said, let's break the legs of the puppet.
No, he didn't say break the legs. I don't remember.
No, he did. He did say break the legs.
He said. He said.
Well, Jackie hates the puppet too.
Jackie said, we'll rig the puppet so it'll break.
Right.
On Gary. That's what you said. I'm telling you.
You know what the problem with
Look, guys. Here, let me just say something. There's obviously a lot of discontent among my organization.
Hey, Howard, you know what the problem with this office is?
Yeah.
Because Jackie and I were discussing this one day.
Oh, Jackie.
Jackie.
You can no longer get work done around this office because every underling, every intern, everyone who brushes against this office knows the one way that they can get on the air is to stab everyone else in the back.
Right.
So you can't, like Jackie can't go into Joke Land or whatever it is to make a phone call because one of the interns is going to listen, rat on him.
Right.
And you can't, I mean, it's got.
But I like it like that.
I know you do.
What difference does it make? We've been doing this for years.
Yeah,
but Gary,
I'm not stopping it either.
Me too. It isn't like I'm excluded.
When?
Oh,
all the time.
Okay, well, what happened?
How about all the times I used to call your house and you go, and then the next day it would be on the air?
No, I played your answering machine message. I did not set you up for a
Yeah, but they would extend the stutters for about 10 seconds.
I don't do that. Scott does
yeah,
that.
but I'm not.
I'm telling you what I do here.
Look, listen.
Great tape.
All I want to do is end it by saying,
yes.
I told John 2 weeks ago how upset I was that he pulled a prank on me, and that obviously made him think that he has to think one up right away to piss me off even more.
That's right. I am going to listen to the tape.
You know what? If it wasn't for John's practical jokes, there'd hardly be a reason to keep him around.
Exactly. And he knows that.
All right. Listen to me.
Thanks, Rob.
We're going to take this up later in the show.
Joking and stuttering.
We're going to take it up. We're going to take it up. We're going to take it up. We're going to take it up later. We'll try and work it out on the people's court. I must take a break, Robin, because there's something more important than this stupid, petty argument. No, there isn't.
Nothing funnier than that.
Can you put this in mail to be filed?
John, are you in trouble again?
So if the question is, am I really pissed off? The answer is yeah, I really am. Hurt would be the word. I'm a little hurt.
You know, guy,
what?
If I had a gold star for every time I do something good, for every time you yell at me,
you see the need?
It would be even. No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, Gary.
No, really.
The only reason I'm around here was because I joke and stutter, right? If I had a gold star for everything I did good, and that balanced out for all the times that you yell at me, it would be even. But the only times that I get anything is when I do something bad.
It's not true. It's not true, and you know that I told Howard a bunch of times in the last couple. It's so good. So pull more practical jokes on me. Take my practical jokes. Take the phone calls with Billy West. You're looking for Barbara Booey. Take Fred in the Jock Lounge 2 weeks ago. Take the puppet. Take this, and countless others that I can't even name. And how many practical jokes have been pulled on you? Not how many times has happened with you. Tell me how many actual premeditated practical jokes have been played on you. Can you name them? Not that I took your voice off the answering machine, because that's not a practical joke. That's something that you did that I thought was funny. Maybe it wasn't the best thing, but how many premeditated practical jokes have you been the victim of?
That's a bad question, because I'm pretty much the guy who thinks a lot of these practical jokes. So that's like asking.
Why do you think that is? Because you got a fucking vindictive streak in you.
No, because I think it's funny.
Of course, but nobody else does.
Well, if nobody else did, it would have been on the air for 3 million people. Because nobody else does. Yeah, obviously Gary's not going to find it funny, and Gary's going to be mad at me for a little while, maybe a long time. Maybe he'll be mad at me forever. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
Real quick here, because we're running late, but Robin insists on hearing this.
I have to. I'm dying to know what happened.
So Stuttering John had said to me a couple of days ago he was going to make a phony phone call to Gary. And the premise was, Stuttering John is the guy who really made Gary a lot of money in the stock market.
Yes.
That you'll admit, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Gary?
Made me a ton of money.
Made you a ton of money.
So how could you be angry with him?
you were able to buy your house because of the money John made you.
I was able to buy a better house.
Right.
Not like it wasn't like if I met John, I would have no house, but I was able to buy a better house.
Right. He made a killing for you.
But I thought about this too. Listen, I appreciate that John helped me get money, but he doesn't need to give me money to like him. I'd like him anyway. And if he wants the money back, I'd give it back to him.
Well, you sound way too defensive. Nobody brought that up. You're on
I know, but John always says that. John
I
says,
don't bring
whenever
it up.
I say something to John, he goes, "Hey man, I can't believe you're mad at me. I made you all that money."
Yeah, well, that's not right, John.
You do say that. You do say that a lot.
When did I say that?
You said that a bunch of times.
Oh, that's BS, man. I make sure I don't say
You
that.
say, you bring it up. You say, "How can you be mad at me? I made you all that money." You say, "How can you be mad at me?" Just in general, whenever I get mad at you.
No.
That's like, how could Nicole be mad at OJ? He gave her millions of dollars.
It's not, I really watch myself about that, Howard, but if Gary says so, we'll believe it. It's true.
You brought it up once or twice.
Maybe once or twice. Well, if you make a guy that much money, maybe once or twice you can give me, please, once or twice.
Well, no, listen, work is work. The fact that you guys have a relationship outside of work, you can't let it interfere.
No, exactly, which is why...
Well, that's why you can't use that against him.
No, but you know what? I play practical jokes on my roommate. I play practical jokes on, on friends. I consider Gary a friend. I didn't know this was going to be work/friend thing.
No, take away the work thing. It's a friend thing.
Yeah, a friend thing. So what's the big deal? You don't play practical jokes on your friend?
I don't play practical jokes on you. I do not play practical jokes on you, Stuttering John. End of sentence.
Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, do you play practical jokes on Scotty?
No.
Well, I
really.
do. I play them on everybody.
So because you act like a jerk, we should all accept it.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be funny for the air. I asked Howard about it. I asked him
when it's not you, it's always funny.
All right. So anyway, John made a practical joke on Gary.
Must have worked phone call. Really
phony
well.
phone call.
You want me to tell you the setup?
Yeah. What is the setup?
Setup is,
Spit it out, my friend.
Gary gave some money to, a broker.
and the broker, his name is Benny, and he decided to, and so he's going to call Gary and tell him that the stock.
All right, let me explain it because no one knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, some setup.
All right, the setup was basically that Gary had invested in a stock, and Stuttering John's buddy is the stockbroker involved. And, listen.
So who makes the call? The stockbroker?
Yeah, Gary had been calling for a while saying, listen, sell. I want you to sell this stock.
I'd actually just been calling the guy. I couldn't get a hold of him. I called him 5 times. He didn't return my call, which I later found out John set that part up as well.
Right.
For this whole joke.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find out the status of some of my stocks.
Right.
And I could not get the guy on the phone. And I was starting to get nervous because we have been involved with guys in the past, friends of John's as well, who have suddenly closed up shop and left, without notice.
So you want to call sell my shares so I may realize a profit.
Exactly. Well,
okay, so here we go.
I'm buying and selling.
I'm buying and selling, and I don't have a pot to piss in.
Sell, sell, sell.
All right.
If I called this guy today, I'm not saying anything, but if I called this guy today and he wasn't there, I would not be shocked.
Okay, here we go. Now, we should get this guy on the phone, actually, for this.
Well, we can. I told him to put his phones on.
All right.
You want me to call him?
Nah, I don't know. Let's just hear the call.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And Gary is going to get the news that his stock has fallen apart and he's lost a lot of money.
And I should point out right now that I don't take bad news well.
All right.
Ooh, boy, I can't wait.
Gary. Benny. How are you? Good. How are you? Not too good. What's the matter? Listen, I got bad news. What's that? Hold on one second. John. Gary. Yeah. Did you hear what happened? No. What is it? Friday, the company went out of business. Hanover Sterling. Right. And what happened was all their stocks, I don't know how to tell you this. All their stocks, halted trading. Okay, in the past, when I got involved with stocks that halted trading, stock always went up about 3-4 points. Right. So what happened was the stock halted trading. My trader called me in. He says, listen, the stock's just halted on Hanover Sterling. I said, really? I said, that means the stock's going to go up at 3-4 points. So what I did was I put a block of stock together with all my clients. And what happened was the company went out of business. Yeah.
Boy, Gary's so thick he don't get it.
He doesn't get it.
You are stupid.
I get it fine. I'm waiting for him to say it.
All right.
I want the words to come out of his mouth.
What are you
I'm
doing?
all pent up. I'm ready to scream it. I want him to say
How much money are we talking about?
$10,000.
$10,000. And let's face it, I mean, that's
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Maybe not to the king of all media, but
right.
to Gary, that's a lot of money.
To me, that's what I tip John for buying a potato. But, same for you.
It's a lot of money.
That's right. No, if anybody, $10,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of. You would put up $10,000, and at some point, this stock had gone up. So you were probably now looking at what, 30? You
no. Actually, I put up $7,250.
Right.
$7,250, and it had just moved up to around $10,000. When I last looked at it, I was at $10,000.
I see.
But I put up $7,200 of our own money.
And you were
Still a lot of money.
And you were thinking of selling at that point?
Yeah, I was like, hey, no sense hanging around.
Made enough money.
$3,000 is a lot of money.
Right.
And let's get
Not
out.
greedy.
Not greedy. Exactly.
So how come you didn't return any of my calls last week when I was trying to call you? I was trying to get out of it. You wouldn't call me back. I don't know how to tell you. John, Benny's on the phone saying that the company went out of business and we lost all our money. Is he yanking me around? Which company? Hoop. No, not Hoop. What's that? Then what? Not Hoop. I sold the Hoop to get out of the Hoop. You didn't sell Hoop with my approval, so you owe me the money. Well, the stock went down 80%. No, it didn't. Listen, guy, I can make it back to you. No, listen to me. The last thing I was in was Hoop. Well, what I wanted to do was I sold it. But you don't do anything without my approval. But if it would have worked out, it would have went good. No. I don't care good or bad. I don't want to know. I want to know everything, and that's why I called you 5 times last week. I couldn't get in touch with you when this thing... You were such a liar.
Oh.
Benny, I called you 5 times last week.
A guy in his mind.
I got a home number with an answering machine on that is always on. I'm at the station all day long. I did not get one message from you last week. Gary, I can make it back. I got another... Benny, here's what I need for you to do. Listen, get me a check for $72.50 today. Listen, that's all I want. Back. The account's down right now. Benny, give me my money back. The account's down to it's about $2,100. Give me my money back, Benny. You made trades without me I wouldn't even know where to begin to call.
Listen, Gary, I can make it up to you.
So make it up and get it back to me.
I can make it up to you. I got this deal coming out March 9th. I can make it. It's going to be about 300-400%, but I can do it.
So what will I end up back with?
I can make you back your money.
Will make me back what money? I didn't even know what money I had because you wouldn't return my calls to tell me. You had me in and out of Benny, you had me in and out of 3 or 4 stocks, and you wouldn't call me back to tell me anything.
This is downright cruel.
I know. Look at poor Gary.
John. And you want to know what a really funny...
Hey, you're handling yourself pretty good when it comes to your money. I wish you'd handle my affairs like this.
You want to know a really funny side effect of this whole thing?
Yeah.
You know the guy Doug that works at E?
Yeah.
John got Doug into the stock, so Doug just happened to be there. And I said, he goes, who's that on the phone? Benny? Ask about me. And I go, yeah, you lost all your money too.
Oh. So Doug is shaking like he's going crazy right now.
He was almost in tears.
So Doug's in there too.
Yeah, Doug's freaking right now.
Oh, man.
He's white as a ghost.
I'm trying to keep a record of what's going on. And I don't even know what I'm in.
Listen, I know I can make it back.
No, Benny.
God, let me do it for you, please. I really feel bad already. I lost a ton of money here.
I don't care about making it back. I want to know what you had me in that went out of business.
And the company is called PanX. PANXU.
Then what, Benny? Why don't you call me back last week?
Listen, guy, how do you want me to tell you these things? I want
you to tell me that
I didn't avoid your call.
What's that?
I didn't avoid your call.
Nobody in the office told me that you weren't there anymore.
No, I'm here. I'm still at the office, but I wouldn't avoid your phone call.
But I'm not saying you avoided it. I'm saying you didn't call me back.
No, well, I was in meetings all day, all night, and all week long.
And I got a home number on all day, all night, and all week long.
I was in meetings all day, all night, all week long.
24 hours, 7 days
And then
a week.
I said, I got a home number that's on all day, all night, all week long.
Yeah, but he was in meetings all day, all night, all week long. How could he call you? He didn't know you were calling. I like that.
I think this is really, not a good thing, Benny. I trusted you, which is the last.
You can trust me.
I obviously can't. If you're buying stock without my approval, I can't trust you.
Well, listen, in the past, the stocks always went up, but I'm telling you, these deals always went up.
But I want to know. I wanted to be out. Benny, I wanted to get out after Hoop. That's what I want. I wanted to be in Hoop and get out. What'd you put me in Hoop for?
Wait, listen to Gary on Hoop and finance. Man, what the hell is Hoop?
It's the name of a stock.
Did you guys make money on that one?
Yeah, it's a good stock.
Johnny's sweating.
This is so funny.
Were you like panicked? I mean, were you out of your mind?
It was freaking.
The reality of it is that John has made me enough money that even if I lost all that money, I've still made more. The point of it is my wife says to me all the time, all right, you sure you know what you're doing? And
right.
You don't want to go home and tell her.
I don't care about the money. I don't want to go home like Ralph Cramden.
Right, and tell her, here's another fine
Honey, lost $72.50.
I can't imagine how you resolve this thing.
What? Is it coming up, guys?
Yeah.
And what'd you get me out of it for? It never went anywhere. It stayed flat, so why would you get me out of it?
Well, because I could have made you an extra 4 or 5 points on the stock in one day. And then I could.
Why don't you call? Why don't you? Benny, I've dealt with 10 stockbrokers. Not one of them has ever done that without calling me first.
In the past plenty of time.
Not with me, you haven't.
Well,
not with me, you haven't.
Well, you left the money here, so now I can do it.
No, I didn't leave you that money and say do whatever you want with it. You asked me to buy one particular stock, and I bought it. You didn't say leave me your money and let me play with it. Big difference. Right, Benny?
Right, Gary.
No, it's the truth. You didn't say, I'm going to have a party with your money. You said, I'm going to put you in Hoop, and I'm going to get you out of it.
I'm going to have a party with your money.
You think I knew this company was going to go out of business?
That's not the point. The point is, I know what I want to do with my money.
No, it's not the point.
The point is, I know what I want to do. I'm not a gambler. I wanted to get in and get out and do what I wanted. If you didn't want that, you should have never taken my money.
I'm sorry I lost your money.
You lost all my money. Oh, $7,200.
How much did you give?
$7,200.
And everything's gone.
I got about $2,000 left. He put me in a stock without my knowledge.
What stock? Am I in the stock?
How come John's not in that stock?
That's Doug.
Because he pulls out all the time.
He said you pulled out.
Well, I pulled out of something, but is that the one? Is it Newman?
What happened with John?
He pulled out.
Out of what?
He takes his money and runs.
He said you took your money and ran.
Well, yeah, I did, but I didn't take all of it. I still have some money.
How come John's not in this stock?
Because I didn't have any money here with him.
That's a lie. He just told you he didn't take all his money.
Well, he left a few thousand.
Right. How come you put a few thousand of John's money in there?
Enough money with me.
Right. What about Doug?
You see, Doug didn't make anything. He's down a little bit of money.
He's down a little bit of money.
He doesn't have that much. I had to send him back money too. So.
But how come you don't call me and send me back money?
Of course, I wanted to impress you. I want to show you something.
Well, you impressed me. You impressed me. You showed me that you lost all my money. You're a magician, Benny. You took $7,200 and made it $2,000 in a week.
Doing material.
That's about 3 weeks. But see, that's the point, Benny. I called you 5 times last week. He says the company went out of business.
I just like that the guy's name is Benny. I believe it.
I got to tell you something. If you met him, if you saw him, this whole phone call would be 10 times funnier.
Really?
Benny's about 5'2" high and about 5'2" wide, and he's like one of those muscle guys.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, if you didn't know he was a stockbroker, he'd scare the hell out of you.
Right.
Which company? I don't know. He put me in a stock. He put me in a stock without my permission, and then the company went out of business. I'll never see that money again.
Uh-oh. Reality sets in.
I'd like to get a hold of one of your bosses and rap to him about this.
Why would you do that to me?
Because you did something very unethical.
Well, I made money for you in the past.
No. One time.
It was 2 times.
No, it was 1 time, Benny.
And this time.
Right, and this time, and I gave him permission to put it in the hoop, which I was monitoring. I want to know where my money's going. There's nothing wrong with that.
Why would you want to know that?
You give me some money, and I'll hold on to it. You give me 10 grand.
I'm just impressed that you're able to handle yourself on the phone like this.
Roll it back a little bit, because this is a...
Actually, Gary sounds like somebody's dad.
Yeah. You almost sound like you know what you're doing.
I'd like to speak to one of your bosses.
I'll hold on to it for you for a couple of weeks. I'll invest it for you. But I won't tell you where it's going. And then, 3 weeks, I'll call you back and tell you how I did.
Listen, I got this deal happening March 9th.
Yeah, but
if you send me more money.
You're right.
No, it's funny.
Look, Benny, you around with me.
No, not at all.
He says he wants me to send him more money. Yeah. No, he's around with me. Who's recording this?
Oh, you figured it out?
You?
Oh.
With that? It's such a... I knew you were...
So you're happy at this point that you didn't lose your money, but you're sad because John...
Here's the setup. The setup is, I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
John is standing behind me.
Right.
John is on his way out to interview LT.
Right.
So it doesn't seem odd to me that John's standing there with a microphone and a tape recorder.
Right.
Because it looks like he's on his way out. Then all of a sudden I realize the microphone's pointed right at me.
Yeah, right.
Around with me, you sucking bastard. What's that?
He better have recorded it, tell him.
John, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this?
It's mine.
I didn't even get you back for the last one, you
Because you told me you haven't forgiven me for the other one.
You guys should die.
Harry, what wrong with you,
Benny, I thought you wanted to be my pal. How could you do this to me?
I wouldn't do anything like that to you. I would never do that. I would want to do it.
Howard. By the way, it's Howard.
He'll be ratting you out.
You're the one. You just told me you're going to do it. What do you want from me?
Party money.
Oh, Benny, what are you doing to me?
I'm the king of stock.
Oh, yo. No, it doesn't.
John's back there. Don't get mad.
Benny, Benny's such a... Benny, were you...
You were pissed, man.
I was. I really was. And then like 10 minutes later, the whole rap I gave you this morning, I gave to John.
Right.
I said, I was in there and I go, what are you doing to me? Like, why am I the butt of your jokes?
Right.
I thought it would be funny for the ad. That's all.
And it is, but it's not funny to me.
Wow.
It's it's a practical joke.
And then they all come back to haunt you.
Yeah, but Gary, we've done friendly favors for each other. You've done.
Yeah, just because you do favors for me doesn't mean you have the right to yank me around.
I'm saying both of us. We've been friends. I don't know. I mean, we goof on each other. You make stuttering jokes all the time.
Again, I told you how bummed out I was about the puppet thing, and I just told.
Well, that's what I can't believe.
How I
5 months, he still hasn't forgiven me for the freaking puppet.
No, I didn't say
5 months, and he doesn't. He ain't mad at Jackie.
John,
anybody else? Just me.
I didn't say I didn't.
You know what? Because he's allowed to be.
I didn't say I didn't forgive you. I didn't say I didn't forgive you.
Yes, you did. You said
no, I
you're
didn't.
still mad.
I just said I can't believe I'm still bummed out about it because it really hurt me. I spent the whole weekend. While my
what's he supposed to do? That's why it's a practical joke. He's pissed off at you.
Yeah.
Right.
If it wouldn't have it wouldn't be worth doing.
It's not good unless you piss a guy off.
Yeah, but so don't you think he would forgive me by now? Scott's forgiven me for all the 20 jokes I played on him.
But why should I forgive? I just told you I didn't forgive you. Why would you do it again?
Because I figured if you're not going to forgive him, I might as well just keep on going.
Just keep on going then.
Okay.
What's he got to lose?
I mean, really, if you're not going to
you're at ground zero, so have a party.
No, but if you're not going to let it go, I thought it would just be a funny thing. Plus, I didn't leave you hanging for 2 days. Now it was 2 minutes.
It's still cruel.
What is it, Ralph?
2 days. Ralph has something to add here about John and practical jokes.
I never played one on you.
No. But I just find it incredible that John really has
he always gets mad at me, like I'm going to say something to somebody about something or repeat something to somebody, and I don't see how he can do this kind of thing to Gary relentlessly.
Relentlessly? You
with
talking about
his
twice?
attitude.
Twice. Twice in 7 years. That's relentlessly?
Well, you do it
That's your definition of relentlessly,
you do it to
Ralph?
everybody, like Gorilla.
I play practical jokes. What's the big deal?
Yeah, but John,
if you don't want me to play them, how would I want? I always ask you.
I love it.
I always ask you.
I think it's funny.
It's all for on the air. If it
I
wasn't
love it.
for that-
I love it when you're all at each other's throats. I love it. I love it. I love it.
If John, listen, John
and Ralph, as far as Ralph goes, you must be gay because only gays don't understand practical jokes.
No,
you're sensitive like a woman.
This is Ralph to bend on John.
I
It's Ralph to
understand a
bend on
practical
John.
joke, but John is always getting pissed at me if I slip and say something to somebody that I shouldn't say, or he thinks.
I get pissed at Ralph for things like asking my girlfriend to go to stores with me.
I love
it. Stuff like dumb stuff.
Well, now that would have been funny if I did that on purpose.
But at least if you're gonna play a practical joke, Ralph, at least have some tact and do something.
That was no
requires some thinking.
So John thinks he's right because he does them well.
Right.
No, God,
John
really?
thinks he's right
Listen,
because
between
he
you and
plans
me,
his
Ralph, how
stupidity.
the hell did you get involved in this? That's all I want to know. Who the hell are you? Why don't you get your belts out of here for a second? I swear to God, I don't do nothing to you. I avoid you. You're a get out of here.
No, John, you're a.
No, you're a. Why are you getting involved in a fight that you have nothing to do with? It's me and Gary. It ain't you.
Well,
it ain't
I'm
you.
involved with it because I want to be.
Yeah, of course. You want to get your freaking big nose and everything.
Yeah, so. You got a problem with that?
Is there any reason for this?
No,
yeah,
he's
you're
saying.
reacting
I
pretty
understand
good.
what he's saying. He's saying that you react whenever people do things, so you should understand
But it's
Gary's
bad enough I
reaction.
got to deal with Gary, and I got to deal with Ralph too.
Hey, what can I tell you, man?
That's your problem. If you wouldn't attack
I didn't play
everybody.
a practical joke on you. I played it on Gary. I don't play practical jokes on you.
Yeah, but John, you're always giving me a hard time about
You're always giving me a hard time.
say.
The other day you yelled at me for Howard because I was trying to help you. The other day you yelled at me because I was trying to help you.
Now this is funny.
And then talking about people giving a hard time. You give everybody a hard time. Trust me, you do. Trust me, you do. If
All right,
anything
you know what? You want to know something? This is great.
You're off the point.
What is the point then?
The
I have no
point
idea what
is you expect everybody to be sensitive.
I apologize.
You expect everybody to be sensitive to you, but you're insensitive to everybody else, John. That's the point.
All right.
I didn't realize it was going to be that good.
How come every show leads back to everybody hates Ralph?
I don't know.
No, the point, I mean,
I'll tell you one time we tried to tape Jackie in the joke office, and he went nuts.
Right.
You know, it's just not funny.
So do it again. Of course, it's funny.
I got to tell you something else.
Does that stop you? The point is,
Let me tell you what I love. I love it. You know what? My feeling on this is the following. I like it. I like everything I see here
You love
today.
this harmony.
I love it.
You do.
I thrive on it. Just stay on your toes.
You know what I was thinking about this the other day. You love it so much.
I love it.
There was a time.
I could listen to you guys fight all day.
There was a time.
The question is, why does Gary ever let his guard down?
Right. If you're dopey enough to let your guard down, then that's your problem.
Robin, how about we pull a few jokes on you then? Robin, put your guard up. We'll see how funny it is when it's you. Let me tell you something. There was a time when there was an unspoken law between me and Jackie and Fred that we didn't rat on each other or goof on each other. And it took you 6-7 years to chisel it away. But when you chiseled it away, you were the happiest man in the world.
That's right. And now you know why I'm happy. You tapped into it 100%.
Exactly.
This little attitude that Howard is some kind of enemy
us against
and that everybody in this room keeps everything from me.
It wasn't us.
Now I got you all ratting on each other. I love it.
It's the truth.
That's right.
It took you.
And it's only going to get worse.
It took you 6 years with a hammer and a
Keep
chisel.
going.
But you know, Gary says is going to reflect now.
I used to walk in here. I see Jackie conspiring with Fred and Gary, and everyone's keeping me out of
But wait
in
a
the
minute,
dark.
the truth was they were still ratting on each other.
Of course.
They were lying.
Well, now the rats have really crawled
and that's
out.
half the reason they hate me is because I talk to you a lot, and they think I'm going to tell you everything.
I love it all.
Every time they wanted something to get back to you, they told me.
Yeah, and you know something.
And Gary, your job is to tell me everything that goes on around here, not to make alliances with Jackie and Fred and all these other people.
No, you busted that up.
Good.
There's no alliance.
You will now tell me everything?
I always have told you everything.
Good.
Gary was the only one keeping secrets.
And did Ralph ask permission to come in here anyway?
Yeah, he asked me.
And
before
Howard,
we
let me
went on
ask
the
you.
air.
All right, I have to now do the news. I don't have all day for this show. I have to take a break. I have a life.
Okay, Ralph. Can I just ask? The thing I don't know how this involves work, Gary. It was just a practical joke. Why does he bring up that now it's attached to work?
What?
How is it attached to work now? I don't understand. How does explain it? So you know what I'm saying, Howard?
if it was Jackie playing him, no big deal. But now that I played him, now Gary has the authority now to say.
You know what? I don't.
No, why
I
don't you?
can't follow all of it.
In other words,
he's trying to say that Gary's going to give him a hard time back in the office.
I'm not.
No, now I'm not going to give probation.
I'm not going to give John a hard time. I'm just going to hold him up to the regular standards that I should have been holding him up to the whole time.
All right.
No hard time. I'm not going to. I'm not.
Why, Howard? Because I played a practical joke.
Right.
So in other words, I'm getting penalized.
No.
That's part of it.
No.
I'm getting penalized.
The exact reverse. You got a handicap for me being your friend and letting you get away with too much.
Why don't you just punch him, Gary?
No, I'm not going to punch John.
How about Ralph? I'll punch you before you punch
that. I pay to see.
You know what's funny? During all this, Gorilla the intern is back in the office putting glue on Gary's chair right now, so that when he sits down, he'll be stuck to the chair for a couple of days.
Get them all out of the
John, Howard, I'm done. I'm not going to do no practical jokes anymore.
Don't be a
no, but look at him.
Look at you. You're cowering.
No, I have a great one. I told you my next one.
All right. Well, then there you go. Then just go on and do it. You're at ground zero. You heard what you said. All right. Good. This is good. I like all this. Good. Congratulations to all of you.
I love you, Gary.
I love you too.
You'll see how he loves you. Super. All right. Go back there and now I'll go work together in harmony. I love that. All right, I'm going to take a break.
That was like the best thing I've heard in years.
And
Ralph's just mad because I despise him like everybody else, and he knows it. Because he walks around with an implied.
You're still talking to the wall. I'm not listening at this point.
Why does everybody hate Ralph?
Because he's trying to help Ralph, and like the other day I was trying to help him in here, and I was asking him to do something. I said, "Hey, Ralph."
John.
And then he starts yelling at me.
John.
What? Oh, you don't care.
You're talking like a nervous girl who's about to lose her virginity. Just mellow out. All right, here we go.
Nobody knows what you're saying.
No one. You're babbling.
I'm babbling because I don't know why he came in here to
John, that incident that happened, you were trying to articulate something. I had no idea what you were talking about. I was in the middle of doing something, and I was like, John,
you wouldn't give
what
me
are you
a chance
talking
to
about?
articulate, Ralph.
No, you're like,
all right,
listen to me, girls.
Big. You can't even get your head through the door. That's why, Ralph. That's why.
I have what? Why can't I get my
nothing? Hey, no, I already said it.
All right, come on,
hear you.
both of you, out the door now. Out, and Z. Out. I can't take it. My ears hurt.
Take it into the hall.
Take it into the hall and settle it like men. You're stuttering on deaf ears. Get out of here. That's all. I'm going to sit and listen to this nonsense for a few minutes, but not for my entire day.
No, I just don't understand why Ralph is so hated. I mean, they all think that he's your best friend, and they hate him.
John is so mad that Gary's upset
he's
that he's taking it out on Ralph. That's all. Everyone is. Everything's going on. There's a lot of things going on.
Ralph just needs some airtime. Whenever he gets a chance, he gets his free in there. You know that. If there's every instance, he's got to go in there and say things. You know what, Ralph? It's been so long. Since about 4 months now have gone by since I said, I don't, keep things. So a lot of times I tell him about like a girl I'm with, and I say, Ralph, do me a favor, I'll keep it low, which is, okay. I don't want that shit on the air, right? You know what I mean? Because obviously I can get myself into trouble.
It's true.
So obviously I tell Ralph, not only Ralph, I say it to Gary, I say it to anybody. Even you, Ganji. So now that means that freaking I should be yelled at, by Ralph. Only because I say, yo, just keep it. Listen, a practical joke is a practical joke. It's not going up to freaking, to your wife and saying, hey, I seen Scott at Scores, and a practical joke isn't goofing on.
John, I didn't say that, and you see, you still insist
You're saying that I say no. I'm not saying you did.
That whole Scores thing.
What was your argument in
there? Lie.
What was your argument in there?
My argument was that you.
I tell you, don't say things.
You want to be treated with sensitivity, and yet you're insensitive to everybody around you.
No, I'm not insensitive.
You think Ralph was
Ralph, how am I insensitive to you?
Hold on one second.
How am I insensitive to you?
You're yourself.
How am I insensitive to you? How have I ever been insensitive to you? I just want to hear this, please. In any way. Give me an example.
No, I'm just saying.
Give me one example of me being insensitive to you.
I don't know. Give me a minute to think about it.
Of course.
I'm just saying everybody around you.
Everyone around. You should worry about Ralph. Not everybody around me. You worry about Ralph.
I about everybody else. I don't be insensitive
to
Gary.
Yesterday he came up to me, hey John, do you know any freaking scenes in movies? I sat and helped you out. I don't be insensitive to you. I never have. So then. No, I just rap. You went in there to crucify me.
I'm trying to get you wound up.
I don't be. I know you will.
Look at how upset you get. What are you so upset about,
because,
John?
I'll tell you why I'm upset. Because here's a guy. Here's a guy that I treat good. I treat with respect. I don't make fun of him. I sit with him and talk.
Oh, come on! You constantly goof on me, but that's okay, John. That's
anyway,
you're insecure.
I'm his friend. We freaking, I ask him for his help. Correct. He asked me for my advice. Correct. So I don't know where it comes from.
So you're saying like this whole thing was really between you and Gary?
Yeah. There's no reason for Ralph to come in there. There was no reason for him to come in there only because now is Ralph's chance to be a dick, which he loves to be, as we all know from just seeing or hearing him on the radio.
Sometimes you're friendly to me, but you're not my friend. You don't treat me like a friend. There's a difference.
Ralph.
There's a difference.
Guys.
You're friendly with me because I think sometimes you think you have to be.
No. See, this is the argument.
What does that mean, Ralph? No. What does that mean?
It's self-serving. You know
why?
Everything's self-serving.
No, but what does that mean?
Because he doesn't do anything John's ever done for me nice. I have to hear about it 900 times.
Yeah.
Remember I took you to the concert and you can't just hang out with John and be a friend and hang out and whatever.
You said John is nice to you because he has to be. Is that because you hang out with Howard?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
All right, now can I talk? Gange, the reason why is because Ralph, he forgets. He can be a dick to me, and you have to say, Ralph, what do you mean? Like the other day, he accused me of not being a good guy. So I have to say, wait a second, Ralph. No. He said the only time that I'm a good guy is when I want something. So I said, wait a second, Ralph. I said, how about at freaking? I had to think of him because I have to prove to him that he's wrong. At Scores, I looked I had a doob. I looked all over him. I knew he wanted to smoke. I postponed me smoking. I had the owner waiting. I looked all over him. I had people searching for him. Not so I can impress Howard. The only reason why is because I knew he wanted to. And you know what, Ganji? Ultimately, I'm a good guy, and that is why. That is why.
But you see, I've done stuff like that with John too. But I can't remember the details.
You know why? Because he hasn't.
Because it's not that important. If you're hanging out with somebody and you're you do things. He commits everything to memory, and he writes it down. It's
because
like,
you know what?
okay, here's what I've done for Ralph.
I have to because look what happens.
I got it.
This idiot goes in there, on the air. I have to remember. I have to remember.
It's all in John's book.
I have elephant's memory.
And Gary even said so. He throws it up to him every chance he has to get how much money he's made him.
I really don't. Maybe
you do it.
Twice.
Robin, you told me 9 times how you paid for the earrings that she wore.
I told you. And then what does Ralph do? John, could you get me some socks? John, could you help me out? Right?
Yeah, but he didn't.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
So why not?
I didn't because he doesn't have enough money. That's the true reason. But I mean, that's the only reason. But it's just amazing.
I have enough money.
I offered to help him, but he didn't have enough.
Put it on the message. Maybe we could suggest a pay-per-view boxing event between you two. Maybe.
Any day, anytime, anytime.
Yes.
Anytime.
I don't really. The truth is, I don't really dislike John.